4, 3, 2. We are definitely live right now because I'm looking at it. It says we are live. Boom.
Very good. Very good.
What is up, internet world? What is up, world? Welcome to 2021 Golden Globes. That's the 78th Golden Globe Awards. We're doing a live broadcast here on Movie Pop. It's been a hot minute since I've been back, so I'm really glad to be, coming back here this year. Got the Golden Globes playing right behind me. We can't really see it, but for copyright reasons, it's meant to be that way. But most importantly, I'm really glad to be back here because we have the one, the only Mr. Michael Ware, a movie aficionado and fan, and really just a general cosmopolitan of sorts. Michael, what is up, my brother?
All right, so now I see your feed.
Cool. But can you hear me? How's the latency?
Yeah, and there's a lag here. I'm getting your promo right now. Can you hear
it? Cool. You can see me. That's great. Internet thing. If you perhaps maybe mute the YouTube feed.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then whatever I'm broadcasting to you on right now should be 1-for-1 latency. You can still hear me, right?
Yes.
Boom. So we're good. We're golden.
Okay. But I got to stop action now. So who knows?
Guys, if you haven't heard already, it's Mr. Michael Ware. He's joining us here on the broadcast on Movie Pop, and we're going to be doing the commentary for the 78th Annual Golden Globe Awards for 2021. Mike, thank you so much for being here, my brother.
But can you hear me? How's the latency?
Yeah, and there's a lag here. I'm getting your promo right now.
Oh, yeah, we're laggy.
What up, guys? It's DJ. Today we're going to be talking about...
Hey, now. This is tough. This is tough. Trying to get back to you. Hold on.
Yeah, I can hear you just fine. Can you hear me on the Messenger app?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, perfect.
I believe this.
Yeah. This is real time right now. So you can hear me, I can hear you, right?
All right. Because it's not so important that I see you or just know where I'm pointing. You can give me verbals.
Boom.
But thanks for the invitation.
Of course.
I know this is difficult in the time of COVID, which seems to be the new catchphrase that we're carrying around with ourselves nowadays. Unbelievable that it's a year.
Yeah.
What, it's a year and, I don't know, the 6th, March 6th will be a complete year.
Yeah. Wow. How time flies.
Yeah. Yeah. Because my wife's birthday is March 8th.
Okay.
And kind of somewhere between the 9th and the 16th was like the last time I walked out of the bubble. But by the 16th of March, we had a bubble.
Yeah.
You know, it was my youngest son and his wife were still residing with us at this house. And since have got a house up in Northern California on their own. But we had everything delivered, cooked all the meals at home, didn't go outside, you know. Oh, my God.
Locking down hardcore, I presume.
Right. And as you said in your promo, you know, we are so tired of this lockdown. But, hey, we're Americans. We'll figure out a way to adapt.
Yeah, that's interesting you say that. And, guys, we will totally move away from this depressing COVID conversation for sure, because this is about the Golden Globes, but it's obviously very relevant because we're going to have a very truncated award season this year. A lot of movies that should have came out in 2020 have been delayed or not released at all, so it's a relevant topic, I think, to talk about. But to that point, Mike, golly.
So I don't know if you know.
Yes.
What is the cutoff production time, you know, to be considered for the award? Was it the summer or the spring of the year?
Okay. So I don't know if there's any formal cutoff per se beyond the fact that a film has to be released in 2020 to be nominated for the 2021 Academy Awards. And awards films typically come out towards the end of a year. So during September to December is when you have your awards films coming out.
Right, they get the best play time. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But as we know, 2020, a lot of these films that should have been released were delayed or released and not really given the box office results the studio would have hoped for.
Well, also that paradigm has changed. Now with all the streaming services dying for content,
right?
Shows like, I don't know, have you seen Bridgerton or any of the installments of that?
That's sexy hunk of chocolate. That's all.
Oh my God, I binge watched the hell out of that.
I haven't had a chance, man. Yeah, how is it?
It's bloody brilliant.
No.
Oh yeah, as I said, bloody, so you can see that English humor is starting to seep in on me.
Right.
But it was most enjoyable.
Right.
The women were positive characters, and just to think about living in those days is mind-boggling. Because I'm not Edgar Allan Poe. I've got some favorites that were writers in that period, and for whatever reason, my mind is going blank here.
Right.
But yes.
But I heard
Bridgerton. And the idea that a lot of good shows are going streaming.
Right.
They're bypassing theaters now.
Completely. I mean, you look at what HBO is doing right now with HBO Max, and they've completely dedicated their whole 2021 release slate of films to be released simultaneously in theaters and on HBO Max. And that's something that's never happened before.
Never. Hopefully this will come up with a new formula for for theaters,
right,
movie theaters, to show, because notoriously the movie theaters were only making money on their concessions.
Yes.
The royalties and the ticket sales were going right back to the studios, and now they can do it digitally.
Right.
So you don't have to worry about the canisters of film or physically taking possession of the movie. They can do it electronically, which lowers their production costs.
Completely, yeah. They don't have to share any of those profits with the distributors or any of the exhibitors, I should say, like AMC or Regal Cinemas. Something like, was it HBO Max is owned by Warner Brothers, which is now ironically owned by AT&T, which is a broadband service in itself. That pipeline is completely streamlined to maximize profit for the parent company. And that's just...
Yes, yeah.
It's wild, man. I mean, so it's interesting to you because, I mean, you're someone, obviously you've grown up, shortly after the golden era of cinema.
Yes. I was born in 52. That's right.
Okay. And for me, I guess I'm a millennial, but for me, dude, I mean, nothing really replaces or captures the magic of sitting in a crowded cinema and enjoying that experience of watching a film with an audience against streaming. And I feel kind of lachrymose, kind of maybe potentially losing that aspect if cinemas fall under. I mean, what's your thoughts on that?
Well, to point out that, or to pinpoint that point that you were talking about, all of us have seen Star Wars. Right. All of us can very much remember the first time the pilot ship flies into the screen and everybody in the movie theater ducks and looks up at the ceiling as though the spaceship was actually there. That's the kind of visceral feeling that you miss when you're not in the theater,
Right.
Luckily, I guess it's a good thing. One of the things that's throwing back is that drive-thrus are starting to wake up. Out here in California, at least, we're starting to see the emergence of drive-thrus, drive-ins.
Right.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Not drive-thrus.
I know what you meant, though. Right.
Because even the churches are doing church services where they, I guess, you tune into a station on your vehicle, instead of having the speakers.
All right.
Because everybody's got better sound equipment in their cars than those old funky posts that everybody used to try to pull up next to in the 50s.
Right.
But again, that was movies that was part of the experience, right?
Yeah. Sad to say,
driving
but
away and forgetting to unroll your window and take the speaker out.
Real quick, Mike, I just want to interrupt you for our audience tuning in right now. So let me let you know exactly how this format is going to go down, because in the past we've broadcasted the Golden Globes, we've done the Oscars, we've done the Critics' Choice Awards, and I broadcasted it to you simultaneous with my own screen here. And unfortunately, YouTube has slammed the hammer down on this channel, so I can't necessarily do that. But it's playing right behind me. So what me and Mike will endeavor to do is give you some hopefully insightful commentary, and also announce the results to you live. But as a disclaimer for any of the lawyers at who is this being broadcast on? NBC.
Yes.
This live stream will contain audio commentary during the broadcast to comply with fair use license requirements, which allows us to present the awards conveniently to your sexy and non-contributing asses. So please sit back, shut it up, and enjoy the show, you filthy, sexy animals. So, had to get that legalese out the way, Mike. You know, we have what's her name, Tina Fey and Amy Poehler. They are currently on stage, as you can see right behind me right now.
Yeah.
You know, they're doing some shtick. I would love for you to hear it. I don't know if I can necessarily allow that to happen, but let's see what happens here. Let's give it a shot.
People's feet. The point is, do whatever you want, because they do.
Can you hear that, Mike, or no?
Yeah, they're messy.
You know,
We have
what's her name, Tina Fey and
explain what this
Amy
even
Poehler.
is. The
They are
Golden
currently on
Globes
stage,
are
as you can
awards
see, right?
given out by the Hollywood Foreign Press
Yeah.
Association.
You know, they're doing
The
some
Hollywood
shtick.
Foreign Press Association
I
is
would
made
love
up
for you
of
to hear
around
it.
90
don't know.
international.
You know, Mike, I got some feedback coming from you, brother, from your from the YouTube that you're playing. If you have speakers or headphones to plug into the laptop, that would be ace.
Let's do this, guys. We give out awards for movies and TV, but I mean, it's hard to tell them apart this year because movie theaters were closed and we watched everything on our
How's
phones.
that?
So you
I think
may be
we're good,
confused
brother.
Which nominees count as movies and which are considered TV?
Now, TV is the one that I watch 5 hours straight, but a movie is the one that I don't turn on because it's 2 hours. I don't want to be in front of my TV for 2 hours. I want to be in front of the TV for 1 hour 5 times.
And I think the rule is if their fake teeth look real, that's a movie. And if their real teeth look fake, that's TV.
If the British actors are playing British people, it's TV. If they're playing Americans, it's a movie.
If you're like, Mario Lopez is surprisingly good in this, that's TV.
Yeah. And if it stars Matthew McConaughey as a poetic drifter, it's a car commercial.
We watch TV and movies differently. Like in movies, it's called human trafficking, but on TV, it's called 90 Day Fiancé.
And if it's a play that has been turned into a movie, but you watch it on a TV, it's called a pluvie. And there are at least 4 of them nominated tonight.
Oh, congratulations to all the pluvies. So, let's see what these European weirdos nominated this year. Nomadland is a movie where Frances McDormand plays a lady
Nomadland.
who travels across
Not a fan.
the desert in her van and poops in a bucket. And my kids were like, could we do that for spring break? Could we do anything?
Mank is short for Mankiewicz, the name of the screenwriter of Citizen Kane. And that is the only thing they shortened.
The Queen's Gambit is whatever James Corden was up to in the prom, I guess. The prom came out at the perfect time because this year so many teenagers didn't get to go to their prom, so they could watch James Corden and Meryl Streep go to it instead, and that's still fun, right, guys?
The Trial of Chicago 7,
Can we
I
do
think, is the
anything?
best of all the Trial of Chicago movies, but it's still not as good as Police Academy 7, Mission to Moscow. Who's with me?
The thing I I love about Aaron Sorkin's writing is he can have 7 men talking, but it feels like 100 men talking.
Yeah. The Undoing was a sexy and dramatic mystery where Nicole Kidman's coat is suspected of murdering her wig.
Soul is a beautiful Pixar animated movie where a middle-aged black man's soul accidentally gets knocked out of his body and into a cat. The HFPA really responded to this movie because they do have 5 cat members.
Normal People is an emotional show about 2 young lovers in Ireland and is best viewed in bed with your hot laptop right on your crotch.
One Night in Miami is a fictionalized version of a meeting that took place between Malcolm X, Cassius Clay, Sam Cooke, and Jim Brown, where I assume the topic of discussion was, how the hell do we get out of Florida?
Speaking of One Night in Miami, there are great directors nominated tonight. Regina King for One Night in Miami, Chloe Zhao for Nomadland, and Ruth Fennell for Promising Young Woman, and 2 other people, but we're out of time.
Uh-oh. There we go.
Emily in Paris is
Thanks.
nominated for Best TV Series, Musical, or Comedy, and I, for one, can't wait to find out which it is. French Exit is what I did after watching the first episode of Emily in Paris.
Maria Bakalova from Borat is a nominee tonight, which is huge for the Bulgarian community. Jim Parsons and Kaylee Cuoco are nominees tonight, which is huge for the Bazinga community.
What else? Oh, Sia's controversial film Music is nominated for Best International Flopperoonie. I don't want to get into it, guys, but it's real problematic, and Twitter is saying it's the most offensive casting since Kate Hudson was the Weight Watchers spokesperson.
Oh, you know, this is probably something we should have told you guys earlier. Everybody is understandably upset at the HFPA and their choices. Look, a lot of flashy
Bazinga.
garbage got nominated, but that happens, okay? That's like their thing. But a number of black actors and black-led projects were overlooked.
And look, we all know that award shows are stupid.
Yeah. They're all a scam invented by Big Red Carpet.
To sell more carpet. We know that. Point is, even with stupid things, inclusivity is important, and there are no black members of the Hollywood Foreign Press. I realize HFPA, maybe you guys didn't get the memo because your workplace is the back booth of a French McDonald's, but you got to change that. So here's to change it.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that change. We do have some good news. We are raising money tonight. Together, the HFPA, MRC, and NBC are donating $2 million to Feeding America's COVID-19 Response Fund, and that is awesome. Yes.
All right. So here we go, guys. Are you ready? Could this whole night have been an email? Yes! But then we wouldn't get the chance to see our beautiful first presenter. Like a child's skeleton pajamas, she simply glows. Last year's Golden Globe winner, Ms. Laura Dern.
I got to interject in here for the sake of for the sake of being fair use commentary. So, guys, I'm sure all of you watching now want to know what the best picture nomination and winner is, and so on and so forth. So let's not waste sweet, precious time here before you might possibly get shut down. Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, Best Supporting Actor. Okay, this is the nominations we have right now. So let me see what I have here. Supporting Actor, do I have that? No, I don't. Okay. Let's see. I will defer to Laura Dern on this point then. I do not have graphics ready for this, so let's see what she's saying.
Junior, One Night in Miami. And the Golden Globe goes to Daniel Kaluuya, Judas.
Golden Globe for Best Supporting Actor goes to Daniel Kaluuya for his performance as Fred Hampton in Judas and the Black Messiah, which, damn, yes, absolutely well deserved.
Yes. The story alone is just amazing and heart-riveting. So
Man,
congratulations.
So much I want to hear you talk about this subject as well.
Well, subject
As
being
you can
tied
see,
to
we unfortunately
that
have a
other
bad
movie
connection.
that I found
We
very
apologize for
emotional,
that technical
The Trial
problem
of Seven,
and send
kind of
all of our
throws it
congratulations to Daniel
in
on
the
his Golden
historical
Globe.
timeline. So
Hey, great timing. Unfortunately, Daniel Kaluuya is having issues here live streaming into the awards. Let's see. Oh, there he goes.
yeah,
He's on.
hey,
He's on.
technical problems. Mainstay.
Even he is not immune.
Exactly.
Cool. I'll say that I'd like to thank the HFPA, Press Accolade. I'd like to thank my mum, my sister, my niece, love, my friends back home, London town, what's happening? Yo, I used to listen to a song. I used to listen to a song before every speech. So I'd like to thank C-Biz for making The Game Is Mine. I'd like to thank, it takes a village to raise a film. So I'd like to thank our leader, our general, Shaka King, for your vision and for your collaboration. I'd like to thank Ryan and Zinzi Kugler and Sev, everyone at Proximity, Charles King, everyone at Macro. I'd like to thank Warner Brothers. I'd like to thank the incredible cast. You know, Lakeith Stanfield, you know, I stand with you, my bro. Dominique Fishback, you're a light. All the crew, all the cast, all the rest of the cast, my comrades, all the crew in Cleveland, we did this together. Do you know what I'm saying? I'd like to thank Chairman Fred Jr. and Mama Kua for partnering up with us and sharing their story with us. And man, this took it out of me. I gave everything. Like the great Nipsey Hussle says, we're here to give till we're empty. And I gave everything. And I couldn't give it to a more noble man. And that's Chairman Fred Hampton. And I hope generations after this can see how brilliant he thought, how brilliantly he spoke, and how brilliantly he loved. And he taught me about myself and made me grow as a man. And I appreciate him with all my heart. And I hope there's a lot of information about how he died, but I hope people out there will grow and learn about how incredibly he lived. Thank you so much for this honor. And thank you everyone out there. Do you know what I mean? We're out here, we're gonna enjoy it tonight. I've got my champs ready. Do you know what I'm saying? We're gonna flex on them. You know what I mean? Appreciate you all, man. Appreciate that. All the nominees, man. Appreciate you guys on the Zoom, bro. I can't believe I'm on Zoom with Bill Murray, man. It's mad. All right, take care. Look, the bell's gone. All right, please. Love.
All right, we fixed it. Happy to hear from Daniel. Okay. Here to celebrate over 20 years of having her groove returned to her, Angela Bassett.
Angela Bassett. All right, here we go.
Good evening. To make sure we follow health and safety protocols, most of the trophies normally given to our winners in person will be delivered to them safely in the near future. In addition, everyone on stage and in our audience, both in LA and New York, have all been tested and are following strict CDC COVID health and safety protocols. And now, it's time for our next award. Here are the nominees for Best Performance by an Actor in a Television Supporting Role. John Boyega, Small Axe. Brendan Gleeson, The Comey Rule. Daniel Levy, Schitt's Creek. Jim Parsons, Hollywood. Donald Sutherland, The Undoing. And the Golden Globe goes to John Boyega, Small Axe.
All right, guys. So just in case you're just tuning in now, John Boyega has been nominated and won for Best. Oh.
You know what? The Wi-Fi is balanced. Let me just say what I've got to say. Thank you so much to the HFPA for this opportunity. Thank you. I'm so shocked I did it. Yeah, you know what? I thought it was going to be one of them nights where you just do this whole little shindig, go to your bed, and then just chill. I mean, I'm in Balenciagas, guys. Like, I've got tracking bottoms on my bottoms, and I'm comfortable, but this is exciting. So I want to thank you all for this amazing opportunity. Thank you to Steve McQueen for this role. Thank you to Jen Saul, Amazon Prime UK, for giving me this opportunity, and thank you to the BBC And thank you to Lear and Logan for your work and for what you have done for a lot of young people in the UK. London, stand up. I'm absolutely shocked. I don't even know what to say, but thank you so much. Thank you, guys.
John Boyega just won for his performance in Small Axe.
Now, with our first nominated film, here's Colin Farrell.
In our first drama, an aging man rejects his daughter's assistance. We see him attempt to make sense of his ever-changing circumstances while beginning to doubt his loved ones, his own mind, and ultimately, the very fabric of his reality. With 4 Golden Globe nominations, this is The Father.
Oh, The
See,
Father.
the situation is very simple.
Yes.
My daughter is of the opinion that I cannot manage on my own.
I'm so sorry about this.
Everything is fine.
Everything all right?
Who are you?
Actually, it's me, Paul.
Oh, I don't know what she's cooking up against me, but she's cooking something up.
What are you talking about, Dad?
I am not leaving my flat! This really is my flat. Isn't it?
NBC's telecast of the 2021 Golden Globe Awards is presented in part by L'Oreal Paris. Because
All right, so we've got a commercial break coming up here from the fine folks at NBC. Looks like we are on a cliffhanger commercial break here before they nominate or announce the results for the Best Picture winner. Yeah, looks like that's where we're going. A commercial break, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, Mike, we actually endeavored to watch all of the Best Picture films as much as we could. I know you got a chance to see Mank while I tried to watch it. I couldn't get a chance to see it. Yes, commercial break. Okay, perfect. So, which films did you get to see by chance for the Best Pictures? I know you saw Mank.
I saw Mank. I did watch Queen's Gambit. I have watched that one.
Okay.
I haven't seen The Father.
Okay.
But, whenever you put Anthony Hopkins in something, it's a good chance you're going to be on the field. I mean, this guy is the Tom Brady
Right.
of movies. He seems to always be able to throw a touchdown, regardless of the character, which is amazing. The Trial of Seven.
Yes.
And I am trying to savor that one about Fred Hampton because it really hits home. I think I'm going to have to see that one in the privacy of my own home because it's a male tearjerker for a guy my age.
Yeah, man. I just want.
Well, it was lots and lots of highs and lows between hearing James Brown sing "I'm Black and I'm Proud" and being able to say that out loud. But also, you were in a time of out and out war on anybody who's black, who's a hippie, who smokes pot, who goes to college because you're learning liberal thinking or it's opening your mind and we don't like that. That was the kind of situation you were. Then you also had friends, close friends, dying, going to Vietnam and dying. One of the very emotional things for me in that movie of the trial of Chicago 7 was as he's reading out the names in court, take note how old they were. 19, 20, 21, 18. I mean, you just learned how to put your socks on by the time. Just think about what you were doing at 21 and 22 years old. And walking through the jungle with an M16 was not on that list, man. I'm telling you, it is not on that list.
Not even close. I mean, here I am bitching about being locked down for COVID, and people my age and that generation were being, drafted and sent to war. So the comparison is kind of pathetic, frankly.
Yeah, sacrifice. And then on top of insult to injury, when these young people, because we were taking women in, not as big as we are now. It was just starting to take women in combat roles, or at least thinking about it. They got no revelry when they came back. You know, when you came back from World War II, you got pushed to the head of the line in civil service.
Right.
People were always telling you, thank you for your service. Oh,
Right.
Vietnam, they came back, they were spitting on them, telling them they were baby killers.
Right. Right.
And not even knowing the experience of Vietnam. I had friends that I would ask them about that.
Yeah.
And they're talking about you walk into a village at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the morning just at sunrise, and there's some 10-year-old kid chained to a tree
Yeah.
with an M16, and he was told that the Americans catch you, they're going to eat you.
Mike,
So-
I gotta interrupt on that very touching point. We are back here. Christian Slater is about to nominate or announce the winners for, I believe, Best Picture. Let's see.
Will appear at other times throughout this evening, so thank you if you do wish to donate. And now, here are the nominees for Best Performance by an Actress in a Television Series, Musical, or Comedy. Lily Collins, Emily in Paris. Kaylee Cuoco, The Flight Attendant. Elle Fanning, The Great. Jane Levy, Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist. And Catherine O'Hara for Schitt's Creek. And the Golden Globe goes to Catherine O'Hara, Schitt's Creek.
Thank you, Hollywood Foreign Press Association. Thank you both. I was grateful just to share in your goodwill for my lovely fellow nominees, and this is great. Thank you so much. I am happily and seriously indebted to Eugene and Daniel Levy. From day one, they treated me like something like this might happen. They created an inspiring, funny, beautiful family love story in which they let me wear 100 wigs and speak like an alien. From the first read-through where no one had to fake a laugh to the final day on set where everyone except me had to hold back their tears. It's an experience I will forever hold dear to my heart, and I'm proud to be part of their family, although I'm not really. But thank you, Dan, for loaning me your... No, I have what? Okay, thank you, CBC, for making the show in Canada. Thank you, a Pop Network for... Seriously. Thank you, Netflix. While we were sheltering in place, Netflix brought the show around the world. I'm very happy that our family in lockdown might have brought some comfort to you and yours. I hope that it won't take you 6 years to realize your greatest asset is having each other to love.
Now from the SpongeBob movie Sponge on the Run, Tiffany Haddish.
My category is Best Animated Motion Picture, or as I call it, why Eddie Murphy has 5 mansions. Here are the nominees.
The Croods, A New Age.
They're gonna push her off stage.
Friend! I've never had a girlfriend before!
Onward.
He said
Best motion. Okay, best animated motion picture. Cool. I've got a little graphic here for us, guys.
Really terrible. Over the Moon.
The Croods. We have Onward. We've got Over the Moon. We've got Soul, which I think. I mean, I've only seen Soul, so I'm kind of biased. But Soul is right. But dude, I mean, it's Pixar. Jamie Foxx. Come on. Need I say more?
Wolfwalkers.
Come here. You're a wolf walker.
And the Golden Globe goes to Soul.
Dude, what I say?
Very good.
Not surprised. It's Pixar, baby. Soul has won Best Animated Picture.
Thank you so much to the Hollywood Foreign Press Association. We are so grateful for this honor. Little did we know, making a film about jazz, that jazz would teach us so much about life. Like, you know, we can't always control what happens in the world, but like a good jazz musician, we can try to turn that into something beautiful.
Yes, and certainly that's so true for our amazing cast and crew. Every one of our collaborators made this film better at every turn, even when we were split apart by a pandemic. In fact, we couldn't even be with Kent Powers, our co-director, who's in LA right now.
Hey, Pete and Dana. Being able to tell a universal tale that explored the meaning of life through the prism of a black man's experiences was a special honor. And though the details are specific, I really do believe our story is universal. So many friends and strangers from all walks of life wrote to tell us how this film resonated with them and how grateful they were to be reminded the seemingly simple, everyday moments of life are often the most important. Thank you to everyone at Pixar, our partners at Disney, and of course, our wonderfully supportive families for helping us on this journey.
Thank you.
With our next nominated film, here's one of the stars of The Trial of the Chicago 7, Yahya Abdul-Mateen II.
In this drama, a peaceful anti-war protest at the 1968 Democratic National Convention turns into a violent clash with police and the National Guard. Its organizers are charged with a conspiracy to incite a riot, sparking one of the most notorious trials in history that still resonates today.
DJ, can I say something?
Nominated
Of course, yeah, man. Let me get this. Let me get Yahya on mute here. What's happening, my brother?
Hold on, let's see what happens.
Whether we're given permits or not, we're coming.
And the plan was to incite a riot.
The riots were started by the Chicago Police Department. Sustained. Nobody objected. We dealt with jury tampering, a defendant that was literally gagged.
Get your hands off me.
You're the first to suggest that I have discriminated against a black man.
This is what revolution looks like.
From the HFPA, President Ali Sar, Chairman of the Board Meher Tatna, and Vice President Helen Huna.
On behalf of the Hollywood Foreign Press Association, thank you for joining us. Tonight, while we celebrate the work of artists from around the globe, we recognize we have our own work to do. Just like in film and television, black representation is vital. We must have black journalists in our organization.
We must also ensure everyone from all underrepresented communities gets a seat at our table, and we are going to make that happen.
That means creating an environment where diverse membership is the norm, not the exception. Thank you, and we look forward to a more inclusive future.
The Golden Globes will continue in a moment with more big awards and more with Tina and Amy here on NBC.
All right, Mike, what's happening, my brother?
I've browsed sites for one of the things that I think that is sorely overlooked at the brilliance of Pixar is that they do realize that somebody's got to bring these kids to the movie theater to see the movie, and they put enough adult-flavored content into the movie
100%
to draw even the adults into the story. I find it over and over again when I take some of the kids to a Pixar movie, I'm enjoying the hell out of it.
Yeah.
And I really think somebody needs to take the hat off for that. You know?
Yeah, for sure. I feel you on that point because I know there's a lot of like sprinkles of adult references in these films where I'm like, that's something as a child I would have overlooked or not understood what they meant, but as an adult I'm like, ooh, that's a little edgy, but totally goes over the head of a kid watching, right?
Yeah, exactly. It goes over their head, but it's like, did I just hear that?
Right.
And adult, I mean, I was pulled in A Bug's Life. Yeah, Bug's Life.
Okay.
And that's eons. That was probably 6 or 7 years before Toy Story.
Wow. Yeah.
And Toy Story alone, again, so many adult parables to be learned. You know, you walk away from a Pixar movie and it's a better experience for all the ages, which I think is overlooked because everybody's watching the cartoon, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have another one similar to that, which is South Park.
Yes.
Where the I always remember the first time I looked at it, I said, why is this animation so basic? It's basic so you don't lose touch with the story. You know, they want to keep you into the story, so you're like, you don't want to be distracted by great avatars and flashy animation. You know.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing. They're doing it good.
It humbles you a bit, right? Like, not to take this too seriously. It's just a freaking cartoon, y'all.
It's just a freaking cartoon. and you know, Schitt's Creek. I would have loved to heard the elevator pitch for this show, because I don't know if anybody, how many of us have caught an episode or two, but it's binge watching once you get into the flow.
Okay.
It'll take a minute to get into the flow, but the characters are brilliant.
I've heard as much. Yeah, I haven't had the opportunity to watch it yet, but I've been told it's. I mean, Eugene Levy already has my vote as far as, right?
Yeah, exactly. You know, but it's his son who is the creative driver of this show.
Understood. Okay.
And he did a wonderful job. I mean, the kid is not just living off his dad's fame and fortune. He reached out there and produced, very much like the Raymond Show. Everybody loves Raymond.
Right.
You know, it's as though they got all of the videotapes of Karen bitching to the manager and put it in dialogue form so that we can see it on every week on television.
Right.
And that's hard work.
Yeah.
Putting this show together, you know what it takes to just to get the camera on.
Oh, good Lord.
never mind about laying down good dialogue.
Good dialogue, good cinematography, good screenwriting. Like, get your key grips and your best boys and catering.
Exactly.
Yeah, hats off to all the production crews of these Hollywood studios. It's really something else. I feel like film and television really is kind of like the culmination of all the artistic disciplines boiled down into one format. And I think that's the magic of film and TV.
You're right, and I'm a bit of a nerd or a geek about it, because I'm the guy who sits in the theater as the credits are rolling.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
because I want to see who is, you know.
Wow.
And you want to appreciate those people and realize how much work it took. I mean, you watch these animations like Soul, and you'll see 25 or 30 cartoonists just in charge of the background.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, we one thing that this station or your show will do is shine a light on those people who are behind the screen.
Hats off to you on that point, Matt.
Yeah, hats off behind the curtain.
For sure. I'll talk more to that, but I think they're talking about the best dramas right now. So we got Mank here. Mank, I think, is the first one they have nominated, so let's see what else we have.
You cannot capture a man's entire life in 2 hours. All you can hope is to leave the impression in one.
That's why I always want Mank around.
And now at the Rainbow Room in New York,
Best
from
Picture.
the Mosquito Coast, Justin Theroux.
I know we've got The Father. We've got Mank. Let me just interrupt Justin Theroux here momentarily while I have the graphics on screen. I believe we are talking about Best Picture now. We have The Father with Anthony Hopkins, Mank with Gary Oldman, Frances McDormand for Nomadland, Promising Young Woman, I forgot her name, and then, of course, a whole ensemble cast for The Trial of the Chicago 7. And damn it, they're not talking about that. I'm so confused. I keep thinking they're talking about Best Picture because they keep referencing it. But I think they're tickling our balls here. So scratch that. Let's go back. Let's see what they're talking about.
It's true.
The Golden Globe goes to Mark Ruffalo. I know this much is true.
Oh, Mark Ruffalo. I know this much is true, which is on HBO. I've been meaning to watch.
Love you guys. Oh God. Okay. First of all, this group of actors, these are my peers. These are the people I admire and love and look up to. So I'm so honored to be here with you guys. Thank you, Hollywood Foreign Press. Thank you, HBO. Thank you, our production team. Thank my family who lets me go off and bring these crazy people home and they have to live with all these years. Thank you guys. I want to thank the crew and craftspeople who really carried us through this. Derek Cianfrance, my brother, my partner, my director, thank you for always leading with the ideal of humanity. However it comes, beautiful, ugly, inspiring, sad. I want to thank Wally Lamb for the beautiful story of these twins, for fractured hearts and minds, for the story of America, her brokenness and her promise, forgiveness, healing, and integration. At 54 years, it is my humble belief that what will give us all this sadness and loss that we all have lived through, meaning, is our common humanity. What connects us is greater than what keeps us apart. And the more we include each other and see each other and hear each other, the faster we will heal our broken hearts and minds. We have a dying mother, just like the mother in our story. She's Mother Earth. And we must come to balance with her and honor her. And she'll heal too. So let's be courageous together, guys. And let's turn the page on the cruel past of this nation. The good news is inclusion and justice and care for Mother Earth is breaking out everywhere. The godly light of decency is breaking through the hideous, dark storm we've been living through. We are all in this together. We are the ones we've been waiting for. So let's do this now. I love you.
Here's the star of the upcoming series Genius, Aretha, Cynthia Erivo.
Whether their stories come from their imagination or from real-life events, these brilliant writers can do it all. Here are the nominees for Best Screenplay Motion Picture.
Promising Young Woman. Mank. The Trial of the Chicago 7.
Excellent show.
Okay.
Excellent.
Awesome. We're on the screenplays, finally.
Yeah.
I have a graphic for that. I just want to show it.
And the Golden Globe goes to Aaron Sorkin.
Aaron Sorkin, baby. Of course he would. Of course he would. Come on. This guy is a king of kings when it comes to screenwriting.
He's a machine.
A machine. Exactly. No surprise here. Awesome. Awesome.
HFPA. This is very nice, but it can't top the honor of being nominated alongside these 4 phenomenal screenplays. And Emerald Fennell, Chloe Zhao, Regina King, you are the reason my college-age daughter wants to be a filmmaker. And I'm never going to forgive you for that. I want to thank my assistant, Lauren Lohman, 22 years. That's her fan club back there. First AD, legendary Joe Reedy. Our production designer, Shane Valentino. Our costume designer, Susan Lyle. Our DP, Faden Papamichael. I'm sure, our editor, Alan Baumgartner. Composer, Daniel Pemberton. Of course, I want to thank our producers, Walter Parks, Laurie McDonald, Tyler Thompson, Matt Jackson, and our lead producer, Stuart Besser, and Mark Platt, and of course, our studios. There were a few of them, DreamWorks, Cross Creek, Paramount, and Netflix. Netflix saved our lives and put us with the team of very talented people who love movies. One last thing, while we were shooting, every night after wrap, when I get back to my hotel room, there'd be an email from Sasha with a quote from Abby Hoffman. None of them ever made it into the film, but I saved the emails. And I don't always agree with everything the characters that I write do or say. But here's something Abby said. Democracy is not something you believe in or a place to hang your hat, but it's something you do. You participate. If you stop doing it, democracy crumbles. I don't need any more evidence than what happened on January 6th to agree with this. Thank you very, very much.
we all enjoy about the Golden Globes is that you're usually guaranteed at least one truly messy speech. Acceptance speeches that just go awry. And it's our responsibility as hosts to make that happen for you. So it's also how we get the show to be 3 hours long. So here to accept the award for least original song in a telefilm, dramedy, or comma, the winner is Beverly Jackfruit and Francois Jean Rudy. Up here, guys. Oh my God. Hello. Hi. Oh. Hello. Right here.
Go.
Yes. Hello.
Whoa, hello. You rascal.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So quirky.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Tina.
Nope.
All right, bear with me. I had a vodka epidural before I came here.
This is so perfect. The speech is going to be so weird.
Here you go.
Oh. Oh, 3 shoes. 3 shoes.
Francois and I were so blessed to have several songs in the mix this year. We wrote the theme for The Crown. The Crown, the Crown, the Crown, the Crown, the Crown, the Crown, you know it. That version is used exclusively in Netflix Germany. But to win for one of our favorite theme song creations, the 7 of us making friends, we may look different, but we all talk the same. Aaron Sorkin's Trial of the Chicago 7. I love you, Miss Aaron Sorkin.
Wow, yeah.
Wow.
But this man right here, my partner in work.
This may be a skit that didn't make Saturday Night Live.
Francois Jean Rudy.
That's not saying much, bro. That's a low bar to clear.
Oh, you are taking so much time with this. You're taking so much time with this and you're making everyone nervous. I love it so much.
I love you so much. So much.
Yeah, right?
And you know what? We wouldn't even be up here if our parents weren't horny that time. So, thank you, Miller Lite.
What's your thoughts on Keenan, man?
My thoughts on Keenan.
Are you guys siblings or
I'm thinking that they're waiting for him to bloom.
I've been waiting 20 years for him to bloom ever since he premiered on Nickelodeon's All That, and it's been an arrested development, to say the least.
Yeah, Arrested Development. That's perfect.
That pisses me off, dude. I'm like, come on, man. I can make better content than this sucker.
Exactly. I know you feel it.
Okay, let's wrap it up, everybody.
And that space lasers control the weather.
No.
Also, he is asking me for a divorce.
Okay, thank you so much for that speech, everyone. Let's go to commercials.
Arrested Development.
NBC's telecast of the 2021 Golden Globe Awards is presented in part by the Jeep Wrangler 4xE. Jeep, there's only one.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Tina. Let's wrap it up.
Oh, can you hear me now? Okay, sorry. I was saying let's cleanse our mental palate from whatever the hell that was we were subjected to watching with regards to Keenan.
Well, you know, you had to have some filler.
Yeah.
But the idea is not to let you see and know it's filler. My God.
Jeez. Yeah, I was thinking about what I need to shop for tomorrow and how much toe jam I need to clean out of my toes here while that was going.
Yes.
Cool, man. I'm really happy with the nomination and the winner for the best animated feature, which was Soul, which I thought was fantastic. Pixar can do no wrong, and I think that was the first African American centric and lead, I guess you could say, performance, for lack of a better word, for the Pixar film. So I was glad to see that win.
Oh, very much, very much.
Yeah, man. I felt authentic, too. It wasn't in a way that was, like, posturing to try and be, like, woke, for lack of a better phrase.
I think they looked past that.
Yeah.
They worked their way past being woke and just let you see the story. They didn't tell you what to think. They just showed it to you.
Yeah.
And I think that was perfect.
No.
I think it was just perfect. I was actually surprised it was so deep. I kept reminding myself, this is a children's flick.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's the magic of Pixar.
Right.
To be that contained of a storyline and dialogue.
Yeah.
Because there was points there when I'm figuring, how the hell is he going to get out of this situation?
Right. I think I don't know about you, but I don't know what's going on here, but I keep seeing them talking about the best picture, and I don't know what's that or.
I think what's going to happen is they keep teasing you,
okay,
and it'll be the last one, like it is on the Academy Awards, and it'll be the last thing done, but they'll talk about it during the whole show.
Gotcha. Okay, and that's my bad, of course, because I'm trying to moderate like 4 different screens here, so.
Yeah.
So let's see, best picture here. Okay, best animated. I got that on-screen graphic here. Cool. We know that's going to be Soul. For best picture, did I get the best picture going on here? Where are we at? Boom! There it is. The Father, Mank, Nomadland, Promising Young Woman, Trial of Chicago 7. I've seen everything except Mank and The Father. What did you get a chance to see? I know Mank and the Chicago 7, right?
Right. Now, Regina King's not on that list, is she?
Dude, no. For One Night in Miami, for best picture, no. Now I know she. Let's see. Somebody was nominated from that film.
Were they?
Yeah. Let's see here. What do we have? Okay, so best supporting actor in a motion picture, which
that's it.
we passed that already. Daniel Kaluuya won it for Judas and the Black Messiah, but it was Leslie Odom Jr. for One Night in Miami. He was nominated for best actor.
Yeah.
Any other nominations for that film though? Did you get a chance to see it by chance, Mike?
No. I'm dying to see that.
Likewise.
Is that it's on cable now, isn't it?
I know it's on gosh, what is it? Amazon Prime. So if you got an Amazon subscription, you can watch it on there on Amazon Video.
Okay, yeah, that's what it is.
The only other nomination that film has is for a best motion picture soundtrack nomination, but no other lead actors or directors or anything like that.
Okay,
No.
all right.
Cool. So yeah, we got a commercial break going on behind us, guys. Why not? For a good measure here, let's see what we got going on with the legalese here for this broadcast.
Yeah, good idea. Check.
For anybody watching, YouTube has severely neutered my views. Normally we had like 50,000 people watching on this, but since I had my copyright strike, I think they've kind of neutered the views here. But that's okay, just in case. This live stream will only contain audio commentary during the broadcast to comply with fair use license requirements, which allows us to present the award ceremony to all of you viewing now. So that's out the way. And the awards are back on, so let's see what's happening here.
Yeah, and I believe they've got you on a real short leash by putting a nice long pause between the time it comes out and it shows.
Oh, 110%, for sure. There's no doubt about it. This is a significantly different broadcast than what I've had in the past, and a little disappointing, frankly. But it's all right. We're having good fun. So
we're having a good time. I'm having a good time.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And I'm finding that the lag somehow, I laugh at the right spots.
Yeah, you're on point, man. Yeah, I'm just trying to keep my head above water here to match up to you.
You're doing brilliant. You're doing brilliant, man.
All right, let's see what's happening here, guys.
the Rainbow Room in New York. Golden Globe ambassadors Satchel and Jackson Lee.
We want to thank the HFPA for the honor of naming us the ambassadors.
And a special thank you to our parents, Spike and Tanya Lewis-Lee. They've inspired us to become storytellers and to bring attention to communities close to our hearts, like our target charities, Cal and Lord and Big Brothers and Big Sisters of America.
We're grateful for this opportunity to make a difference for those in need. Thank you.
To have worked with both of tonight's special honorees. The first one, Norman Lear, is admired by anyone who writes and produces TV.
Before Norman, no one dared to have sitcoms tackle controversial topics.
He pushed every boundary in sight and wasn't afraid to reflect the issues of the day.
And in doing so, he paved the way for all of us who follow.
God damn it! That ain't swearing needed, GD. The first word there is God, ain't it? And how can that be a swear word, the most popular word in the Bible? The second word, that's damn, that's a perfectly good word, see? And even in the Bible, you read where some guy is damned for cheating or stealing or committing incest in the family. And who damned him? Who else? God! God damned him! Ain't it? Beautiful words right out of the holy book. Don't show you, Rick.
That was shocking. In the 1970s, nobody talked like that on TV.
You're gonna tell me that the black man has had the same opportunity in this country as you? More. He's had more. I didn't have no million people out there marching and protesting to get me my job.
No, his uncle got it for him.
Norman Lear shocked us out of our comfort zone.
Hi, I'm Norman Lear.
I'm Norman Lear. Ladies and gentlemen, the incomparable Norman Lear.
Starting out writing for the Colgate Comedy Hour.
Are you a lonely heart?
I'm lonely all over.
All over.
His comedy woke America before being woke was a thing.
You got to admit that Watchmen here is partly right about you PRs. Mr. Bunker, we do not like to be called PRs. We are Americans equal to you. Equal to me? You ain't even equal to him.
Tackling subjects not seen on television.
You've been using that child as a punching bag.
Why don't you call me Mr.?
Just tell me, Walter, that I'm doing the right thing, not having the baby.
For you, Maud, for me. In the privacy of our own lives, you're doing the right thing.
Your son upset about something?
Well, he married one of the mixed-up families.
What do you mean, mixed up?
He's white, she's black, the kids are medium rare.
The issues raised in his hit shows of the 1970s.
You know I had that big hassle with the girls about using their brains instead of their sex. What kind of example would I be setting?
At 7:40, I washed your shirts.
Yeah.
At 9:10, I went shopping.
All right, now
I
what I'm
ain't
talking about
finished detailing yet.
Are the same issues we are dealing with today.
Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, that's quite lovely. Thank you. You have such wonderful rhythm in your feet.
What? Don't he doesn't know what he's saying. Well, we're moving on.
By changing television, he changed America.
You got an apartment in this building?
Uh-huh.
And you got one in this building too?
Yes, that's right.
Well, how come we overcame and nobody told me?
Winner of 6 Emmy Awards, 2 Peabody Awards, the National Medal of Arts and Humanities,
for changing the face of American entertainment,
and the Kennedy Center Honors. At 98 years, he's still making television and still making trouble.
Masturbation is a healthy, normal part of life.
No, it is not.
It wasn't me, it was her.
The most influential, revolutionary, and progressive producer in TV history.
Ladies and gentlemen, the
Can you imagine? At 98, he's still going strong.
Wild. What a stallion.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hello. And
My brother's like, what the hell are we watching? Sanford and Son?
for this wonderful night. It knocks me out.
That's what I was thinking.
Introduced by Amy Poehler and Tina Fey, and to accept and award this award in the name of Carol Burnett. I could not feel more blessed. I am convinced that laughter adds time to one's life, and nobody has made me laugh harder. Nobody I owe more time to than Carol Burnett and the brilliant team that helped her realize her comedic genius. Speaking of teams, I've had a lifetime of partners, performers, associations, and creative talents for which I am eternally grateful. There would be an entirely different Norman Lear here with you tonight if there had not been those years of Ed Simmons and Norman Lear that were responsible for the Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis Colgate Comedy Hour and the Martha Ray Show. That would be true of every step of my career. Following Ed Simmons, there was Bud Yorkin, brilliant Bud Yorkin, Roland Kibbe, Hal Gabe of my glorious Hal Gabe, Alan Horn, the dearest man, the greatest talent, Jerry Perencio, God bless him, Marky Pollack, all of whom, among others, were major parts of the life and career that brought me to this very moment. Then there were all the writers, the Mort Lachmans and Schillers and Weisskopf and Nichols, Ross and West and more. Currently, Mike Royce and Gloria Calderon Collette. And last, but certainly not least, the guy that pulls it all together for me currently, my friend and my partner, the brilliant Brent Miller. It's his back I rode in on as he rode in on mine to get here tonight. I also want to thank Sony Pictures. Sony Pictures Television, one of the greatest, most able group of executives I've ever worked with. Then, of course, there's my family, my glorious wife and partner of 30 years, Lynn Davis Lear, the 5 glorious daughters, and my wonderful son, ranging in ages from 26 to 74, and their children, my 4 fabulous grandchildren. At close to 99, I can tell you that I've never lived alone. I've never laughed alone. And that has as much to do with my being here today as anything else I know. Thank you, Hollywood Foreign Press. Thank you, each individual attending this virtual event with whom I've worked and been entertained and nurtured by and enhanced by. And once more, thank you and bless you, Carol Burnett, for everything you have meant to me by way of joy, surprise, delight, and laughter. As I think about you and laughter and the joy of our parallel careers, so glad we had this time together.
We're so excited.
Quite the diplomat, as you say, Mike.
Yeah.
Wow.
The salt of the earth comes.
Yeah, I was just saying, they don't make them like that anymore, which is unfortunate. And considering, coming from a millennial like myself, I wish more people spoke in that.
Well, you've got Alan Sorkin, who had all of those production people with him when he made his speech. So this is what pisses Republicans off about the West Coast. We got good taste and manners.
Yeah, it's interesting because I think all right, let's get on a little political tangent here. Why not?
Yeah, just a little.
Just a little. It's just. Sorry. Let's see. AK says, "Are there people in the audience?" Yeah, I believe there are people in the audience there.
I think they're first responders and some medicals from Mount Sinai.
Dude, that's great. That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's what they did at the Super Bowl too, as well.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, very cool. I think that's a good change of pace, quite frankly.
Hey, we all need some kind of a social gathering, and I think if anybody gets cleared to do it first, it should be them.
Yeah, for sure. The air in there, I'm sure, is a little less stuffy as well.
Yeah. But I bet they got some good food from Wolfgang.
Well, yeah. We can keep the pinkies up in that regard. I think no changes there are needed.
Yeah.
But yeah, to your point, as far as what Republicans don't like is that the people on the West Coast have a how did you phrase it?
Good taste and manners.
Yeah.
Well, hey, do you remember the inauguration of Trump's inauguration?
Yes.
Holy smoke! I've been to high school talent shows that were better than
that. You know what? That being said, I think something who was it? I think it was Lindsey Graham or Mitch McConnell. One of those two old, decrepit, lizard people-looking Republicans. They said something to the effect of, anybody who smokes marijuana is not a good person. Like that style of conservatism can go right out the door because that shit is outdated.
Well, these are the last vestiges of that kind of conservatism.
Good riddance, man. Good riddance.
Well, wasn't it Hollerman who said in an interview that the only reason Nixon wanted to outlaw marijuana was so that he could get blacks and hippies as the bad guys because they were the ones raging against the war in Vietnam.
Yeah, I don't know who Holloman is. Frankly, I'm not going to pretend and prostrate. But my understanding of that Controlled Substances Act that was passed in the 70s by Nixon, I mean, that was the primary focus, right? How do we nip this countercultural revolution in the bud? Oh, they all smoke pot and do this, that, and the other. Let's make that Schedule 2, 3, 4, whatever, and then
imagine that.
See you back in Mexico, Jorge, and you know. You still hear me? Do I have you still?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, cool. Cool.
Well, I'm hearing what you just said to me. I'm hearing it again about, I must have 30-second lag.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I'm here. I'm hey, ride or die, baby. Right to the end.
Thank you, sir. All right, let's get back to it, guys. We are back here with the Golden Globes 2021, and it looks like, oh, there we go.
Our next drama is a soulful portrait of one woman's journey through the American West, exploring the struggles and triumphs of modern-day nomads. Chloe Zhao's beautiful and heartfelt film captures the story of those living outside
Who is
of
that? Is that
traditional
Selma Hayek?
society through the travels of a woman named Fern, played by
Nice.
the incomparable Frances McDormand. Nominated for 4 Golden Globes, this is Nomad Land.
My dad used to say, what's remembered lives. I maybe spent too much of my life just remembering.
Hey, find anything interesting? Rocks! What the nomads are doing is not that different than what the pioneers did.
One of the things I love most about this life is that there's no final goodbye. Let's just say I'll see you down the road.
Now, star of Call Your Mother, Kira Sedgwick, and from City on a Hill, Kevin Bacon.
Tonight's show has partnered with Feeding America, an organization whose network of food banks provides food and services to every county in America.
They're trying to help the estimated 50 million Americans challenged with food insecurity due to the COVID-19 crisis. And if you would like to give, please go to feedingamerica.org/golden-globes
on where we are now in our life.
These
Nomadland?
actresses
Yeah.
created an extraordinary range of indelible characters this year.
Here are the nominees for Best Performance by an Actress in a Television Series Drama.
Olivia Colman, The Crown. Jodie Comer, Killing Eve. Emma Corrin, The Crown. Laura Linney, Ozark. Sarah Paulson, Ratched.
And the Golden Globe goes to Emma Corrin, The Crown.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, the HFPA, for this incredible honor. What? Thank you so much to everyone at Left Bank Pictures. Thank you, Suzanne and Rob and Ben and Peter and everyone for believing in me. Thank you to my incredible cast and crew for being by my side this entire time. Thank you to my Prince Charming George. I could not have done this without you. Thank you for making every single day by my side a complete joy. Thank you.
I've heard so many good things about it, and that is literally on the top of my list to watch as well. What's your name? Sandra Oh's in that, right?
Yes. Yes.
To Diana, you have taught me compassion and empathy beyond any measure that I could ever imagine. And on behalf of everyone who remembers you so fondly and passionately in our hearts, thank you.
Our next presenter is only 4 awards away from an EGOT. Please welcome Tracy Morgan.
Yeah, here we go.
To me, Tracy Morgan is like Kenan Thompson Sr. like past his expiration date. Anyhow.
I think Tracy Morgan got funnier after the accident.
Oh. That's tough, man. That's tough.
From
Well, he
Judas
got
and the
karma,
Black Messiah,
you know.
fight.
What now?
Matured in his comedic talent. Because he's got great timing.
Yeah, I mean, definitely better than Kenan, that's for sure.
From the United States versus Billie Holiday, Tigress and Tweed.
And the Golden Globe goes to Lloyd Scene, The Life Ahead.
Thank you, Eduardo Ponti, Sophia Loren. Thank you, Eduardo, for letting us be a part of your amazing movie. It's such a beautiful story about people who aren't really seen and who see each other, and they see each other through love. And that's what inspired this song. So thank you again. Thanks so much.
I feel so proud. Thank you very much, Hollywood Foreign Press Association. I'm so, I feel goosebumps everywhere. Thank you very much. Grazie mille, we say in Italian. Grazie to Eduardo, Sophia Loren. Once again, to Diane. I really love you. Thank you very much. And Nicolò Agliardi and Bonnie Greenberg and all the team that help us to build this amazing project of the Life Ahead. Grazie a
This
tutti
is a
quanti.
movie
Thank
you
you
need to see
all of
even
you.
if it's 5 years from now.
I will take that under advisement, sir.
The Midnight Sky, Alexandra Desplat. Tenet, Ludwig Göransson. News of the World, James Newton Howard. Meg, Trent Reznor, Atticus Ross. Soul, Trent Reznor, Atticus Ross, John Batiste.
And the Golden Globe goes to Sal.
We must follow our dreams because we only have one life to live and one soul. And this soul is happy today to be recognized by the Hollywood Foreign Press for this masterpiece of a film. Pixar, thank you for the work and the collaboration. Pete Docter, Dana Murray, Kemp Powers, Trent Reznor, Atticus Ross, Jamie Foxx, everybody involved in creating this masterpiece that has touched people across the world. And I'd like to thank God for music and film and the togetherness that it brings when put together in such innovative and collaborative ways as this has been.
Thanks, John, and thank you, Hollywood Foreign Press Association. It really means a lot. I'd just like to add Tom McDougall's name to that list. Thanks for looking after us and shepherding us through this project. And also, I think this is the first piece of art I've ever made in my life that I can actually show my kids. So thank you, Pixar. Huge thanks to my wife, Mary Queen, and all our kids. I love you guys more than anything.
A big thank you to everyone who has already been thanked. I'd just like to add my wife, Claudia, and my children. I love you. Thanks so much.
Wait, did Soul also win or just Sal?
Yo, that.
And don't get nervous when
that was
when
so funny.
Did Sal win for Soul or who won? Did Sal win?
Listen. Soul's Pizzeria. Soul's Pizzeria.
All right, so I think we got a commercial break coming up here. It seems like where we're going at.
Yeah. That was a good segue. Again,
cool.
The Life Ahead, you watch that, you'll understand why Sophia Loren is just an iconic movie star.
Yep.
She's amazing.
Yeah. One of the classics for sure.
Oh.
A full-time hand model.
Then all this is deductible. You want to hand those taxes up?
Yeah, man, the floor is yours as well. Since we are at a commercial break here, I've got a little overlay going on, but...
All right, well, give me a heads up because your video feed is ahead of mine.
Oh.
This has been an enjoyable experience for me. I always love talking to you. We're talking about our favorite subject, movies.
Of course. Yes, sir.
And so to see, and the only bummer that I'm experiencing is that we didn't have as much fashion fare as we wanted. But they're doing okay. The presenters are coming out looking sharp.
Right.
Of course, the women are just throwing down. It's lovely. They're thinking outside of the box, which is exactly what you need at this time.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely, man. No, I'm having a fantastic time here, and I'm so glad for you to be here and add your insight and commentary for the viewers watching now. So we are, of course, endeavoring to do our best to present this to those watching.
Yeah, and I hope your viewers enjoy it or tune back in and come and see us again.
Yeah, for sure. Well, let's do a nice little segue here since we got a commercial break. I mean, on that point, as far as cross-promotion goes, I know you've got your own platform as well. If you'd like to kind of broadcast it to the audience here, and I'll for sure link it in the video description down below. But yeah, why not take it away, Mike?
Well, I hope that works really well because I would like to have some input from some of your viewers to find out what exactly they'd like to hear and talk about.
Right.
So that'll work.
Yeah.
And I will owe it all to you anyway. I want to grow up to be like Norman Lear. A gentleman and a scholar.
A gentleman and a scholar.
Or
Indeed.
a sculler, as it used to be. You know, sculling, rowing.
No.
That's what it used to be. It used to be a gentleman and a sculler.
A sculler?
Yeah.
Like skull and bones sculler, or?
No. You know those racing boats that they row on the river?
Nope.
Have you ever seen Banachek, the television show?
Which one?
Well, you know where the guy sits in the back of the boat and goes, the yeoman, he goes, row. With
Oh, okay.
That's what we're talking about. That's a sculler.
Ah.
That type of boat.
Okay.
And so when you went to an Ivy League school, yeah, being a sculler was even better than being a...
Interesting.
Yeah.
Were those terms were they synonymous or no, or did they just kind of one kind of bleed into the other from?
One kind of bled into the other.
Interesting.
Yeah.
A gentleman and a scholar turned into a gentleman and a scholar.
And a scholar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the way the latter sounds. Makes more sense,
yeah, it
right?
It does.
I've been seeing. Okay, let's talk about. I'm going to put some graphics here because I spent a lot of time making them, so I'd like to kind of show them off.
Yeah.
I don't think we've gotten the best actor yet, but I know for motion picture we've got Riz Ahmed for Sound of Metal, Chadwick Boseman for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, and I haven't seen.
I know that's one of your favorites,
dude. I mean, I was blown away, and it's that for me. And I'm gonna turn back to the broadcast because it's on, but I'm not gonna lie. Like honestly, the subject matter, I don't know what it was about the film. It just didn't really capture me at first, like just hearing about it. But I knew, like, okay, it's nominated. The actors are fantastic. Let me see what's up. And 15 minutes into it, I already knew. I was like, oh, this is some next level filmmaking. This should have been nominated for Best Picture. It wasn't. But man.
Yeah, it didn't have enough scale to be, you know. Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'll shut up. But I'm hoping it's one of those situations where the Golden Globes the Golden Globes will snub it, but maybe the Academy will pick it up for
maybe exactly.
Right.
But you know what? It'll do well at the box office, and that's really where it counts.
Yeah, and even long term, if that's the case, 20, 30 years, it becomes a cultural hit. That's fine too, right?
Well, that's the idea of that's the backside of the box office, because then they'll make more of them, and they'll honor the making of that one.
Right. All right, let's shut up and see what's happening.
Okay.
You know what, SK? It is great to be back anyway.
Amen.
The actors in this category captivated and excited us.
Here are the nominees for Best Actor in a Television Series, Musical, or Comedy.
Don Cheadle, Black Monday. Nicholas Hoult, The Great. Eugene Levy, Schitt's Creek. Jason Sudeikis, Ted Lasso. Rami Youssef, Rami.
And the Golden Globe goes to...
Okay, all right, okay.
Here we go. Jason Sudeikis, Ted Lasso.
You can't swear. Wow. All right. Can I talk now? Yeah? Boy. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'd say that. I mean, that's nuts. Thank you to the Hollywood Foreign Press. I mean, this is for me, the coolest thing that a group of, that's nuts. Especially, that's crazy. Okay, all right. Wow. Well, here's what I'll say. I'll say this. I want to thank everybody that works on the show. I read this book to my son Otis called The Three Questions by Leo Tolstoy, and he has these 3 questions like, when's the best time to do things, when's the right thing to do, what is the right thing to do, and then who is the most important one. And that last question, who is the most important one, is like whoever the person you're with. So I kind of reject the premise of being the best actor, because humble opinion, the best actor is the person you're acting with. So I want to give this a shout out to all the people I get to act with on this show, because they're incredible, you know. And do they make me the best? No, but I know for a fact they make me better than I am, better than I thought I could be, better than than anything I could do. And so I appreciate everybody looking out. And Don's right. I got to wrap this puppy up. You know, never been my forte. Little windy, as my Aunt Loretta would say. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. And shout out to my nominees, fellow nominees. Thank you.
Loving me some Lasso and loving that mustache. Thank you.
Absolutely. And now here are the nominees for Best TV Series, Musical or Comedy.
Emily in Paris. The Flight Attendant. The Great. Schitt's Creek. Ted Lasso.
And the Golden Globe goes to Schitt's Creek.
Oh my goodness. All right, are we on? Okay. I would like to congratulate our amazing cast and crew, most of whom are in Canada right now, like myself, watching from home. The incredible work you all did over these past 6 seasons has taken us to places we never thought possible, and we are so grateful to all of you for it. Thank you to the CBC and Pop TV for making the active choice to keep this little show
One that's
on the
going
air
to be a
and give it the
television
time
classic.
and space
Yeah.
it needed to grow, like
Wow.
so many TV shows out there. This acknowledgement is
You're making me feel like I'm missing out, so I need to check it out. I'll take it under advisement from you.
the idea that inclusion can bring about growth and love to a community. In this spirit of inclusion, I hope that this time next year, this ceremony reflects the true breadth and diversity of the film and television being made today, because there is so much more to be celebrated. Thank you very, very much.
So as you watch the show, watch it the first episode.
Yep.
And then pop in anywhere along the line, and you'll understand it.
Okay, so the first episode is
most important.
Most important. And then from that point forward, I can kind of...
Yeah, you can hopscotch around.
Nice. I like it. Okay. Have you had a chance to see... I know you've probably seen Seinfeld.
In limited edition.
Ah, okay. Likewise, myself.
And, you know, because George White, I want to smack the taste out of his mouth.
Which one?
The little George Costanza.
Oh, right. Yeah. But the writer for that, Jerry Seinfeld and Larry David. Yeah. Larry David's particularly, I think. I
like David's writing more than his acting.
Ah. Have you seen Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Yeah, I have.
Oh man.
You know?
I love it, dude.
I find it sometimes painful. It's probably because of the age that I'm at. Curb Your Enthusiasm. Yeah, I find it painful sometimes because I'm the grumpy old man.
Okay. Gotcha. I just like that I don't give a flying F attitude he has on that show, you know.
Well, I do that. You know, I'll say something and people look at me, I go, I can say that, I'm old.
Right. Precisely.
Good part.
Black Panther! Chadwick Boseman is a good guy.
So there I am.
From what movie?
Black Panther.
Black Panther. The Black Panther? Yeah. Okay, good job.
Hi, everyone. Nice to see you. Hi, everybody.
So where are we at with the show now? Where are they going into?
I think we had a little segue here. I saw them speaking about Chadwick Boseman and Black Panther. So my suspicion Let me see here.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
My suspicion would be we are gearing up towards...
Ready for their close-ups next. The Golden Globes on NBC.
Shoot, I missed it, what they said. Motion picture comedy. Okay. Commercial break is ensuing. Why did I mention Chadwick Boseman? Because I know, let's see, he is nominated for Best Actor, which we did not go over yet. I don't believe.
Not yet.
Okay. So do I have an... I've got a graphic here for that. Fantastic. Let's pull
I
that.
have an app for that.
What's that?
I have an app for that. That's what you sound like. I love it.
Can you hear me now?
Took good hard work, man. Show it all.
I'm trying, just make it more visually appealing for all these freeloaders on the internet.
I'm loving it.
So yeah, Best Actor in Motion Picture Drama. We've got Riz Ahmed for Sound of Metal, which I thought he was phenomenal and great. Chadwick Boseman, my personal favorite. I hope he wins for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. Anthony Hopkins, I have not had a chance to see, unfortunately. I can't find the theater that's playing the film. Gary Oldman for Mank. I know you've seen that, Mike.
Right.
And then Tahar Rahim for the Mauritanian, which I endeavored to watch this weekend. I could not find time to do it, despite buying tickets.
Where did you find it?
At the AMC Theater here playing. So I had purchased tickets. We were going to see it yesterday, even today, and I couldn't make it. I couldn't make the screening.
Yeah, it wasn't even on my radar, so I'll have to catch that.
How did Oldman perform in Mank, man?
Oldman is just, he's just amazing.
I mean, we know Oldman he's one of the great character actors of all time. I mean, kind of like how would you describe him best? Like, I would say he's a chameleon, right?
Exactly. There's a movie he did with Christian Slater.
Hit me with it.
Well, he plays an American Jew, so there's no hint of an English accent. He gets the character's mannerisms down, and I don't know where he found, or figured out what Ullman because the man was an alcoholic. He was a functioning alcoholic, and he just did a brilliant part. It was just so believable.
Mm.
And he wasn't even in the time,
Right.
Because I would think Ullman's probably maybe late 50s, so he's at least 20 years younger than I am. 15 or I'll be 69 in August. So I know he's in his mid 50s maybe.
Right.
And he's just amazing.
A chameleon, yeah, like you said in reference to his the way he does his accents. I mean, he just literally.
Well, he does a Jamaican drug dealer accent in a movie with Christian Slater. I'm sure we'll think about it.
Yeah, wait, hold on. That sounds familiar. What the hell was that?
Well, once you find that movie, I want you to know that Gary Oldman heard a Jamaican dude standing outside of his bungalow.
Uh-huh.
Brought him in, and in 3 hours, he built that character.
Jamaican. Okay, hold on. Let's ask Google here. Let's see if Google can find out.
Yeah.
Hey, Google. Which movie did Gary Oldman play a Jamaican drug dealer in?
For a long time. According to Wikipedia, Jason Serafino of Complex named Spivvy as one of the top 5 coolest drug dealers in movie history, writing, "He's not in the film for a long time, but the few scant moments that Gary Oldman plays the psychotic dealer Drexel Spivvy make True Romance a classic."
True Romance?
True Romance.
Is that it?
That's it, True Romance.
Ah, okay.
It is riveting, man. I'm telling you, it's riveting.
Wasn't that written by Tarantino? Let me see.
It might have been.
Yeah,
yes, it
dude.
Was. It was.
Yeah, that was Tarantino's first screenplay he sold to, I think, Miramax before he...
That was his first?
His first screenplay that he sold to a major studio. And then from
my God.
Yeah, and then I think that's what gave the studios, kind of confidence in him and to let him create Pulp Fiction.
Reservoir Dogs comes before that.
Sorry. excuse me, you're correct on that. Reservoir Dogs would be accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I always thought that was his first one.
That was. Yep. I stand corrected.
Well, shot in the dark.
Oh, we got Mr. Ben Stiller here.
That movie, just to hear Ullman.
Yeah.
He is amazing.
I read a book.
And then again, you see him again in The Professional.
Finally got around to dyeing my hair gray.
Great.
Right?
Great.
And like
Tell
so
me
many
that guy
other
wasn't
Brazilian
from New
Americans,
York,
I learned
from
to
New
make
Jersey.
A delicious banana bread in the perfect
When he
form
calls out,
of a golden
I want
globe.
everybody. You remember? Tremendous. Are we back?
Yum. And now, here are the nominees for Best Actress in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy. Maria Bakalova, Borat, subsequent movie film. Kate Hudson, music. Michelle Pfeiffer, French Exit. Rosamund Pike, I Care a Lot. Anya Taylor-Joy, Emma. And the Golden Globe goes to Rosamund Pike, I Care a Lot.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Whoa, ladies, I salute you. Wow, wow, I bet it looks like I care a lot. I do. I care a lot. Wow. HFPA, thank you for recognizing, I suppose, the dark side of comedy. My fellow nominees, I am so honored to be in this room with you. I mean, in my movie, I had to swim up from a sinking car. I think I still would rather do that than have been in a room with Rudy Giuliani. Maria, I salute your brilliance and your bravery. Jay Blakeson was my director, my collaborator, my partner in crime. It was from the corridors of his mind that this character sprang. Thank you for the words. Thank you for Marla and the cast. Asa, my wife, I love you. Peter Dinklage, what an honor. Diane Wiest, it was maybe a career high to be in your chokehold. Chris Messina, thank you to you and your suit. And Netflix, thank you for giving us an audience. And finally, maybe I just have to thank America's broken legal system for making it possible to make stories like this. Thank you, thank you.
Please welcome producer of Promising Young Woman, Margot Robbie.
Give me a minute.
Take your time, brother.
In the next motion picture drama, a promising young woman's future is derailed by a mysterious traumatic event. Wickedly smart and brilliantly crafted, a secret double life is lived as she seeks to right the wrongs of the past. A reckoning is coming for everyone. With 4 Golden Globe nominations, this is Promising Young Woman.
Every week, I go to a club. I act like I'm too drunk to stand. And every week, a nice guy comes over to see if I'm okay. I thought we had a connection. Okay. How old am I? What are my hobbies? What's my name? Sorry, maybe that one's too hard. It's a day of reckoning for everyone.
How's it going, Bateman? Oh, yeah.
Hey, guys.
How are you? Hey, Jazz.
Hello there.
Good to see you. Hey, Mr. Pacino.
Football.
Very good to meet you on the screen again. Hi, Josh. How are you? Are you
Next, the stars of TV dramas are going to take the spotlight. It's the Golden Globes right here on NBC.
Yeah. You guys.
I'm back.
This isn't a race. It'll go down to 3, right?
Cool. All
The new
right.
Samsung Galaxy S.
So we're on a commercial break here. No worries. I think they referencing Best Picture again, or was that just a tease?
Just a tease.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna get my hopes up. Oops. Okay. So yeah. So far, so good here.
Yeah, I'm liking it.
Wow, hey. We have G Wolf 333 in the live chat. He showed up. He's here moderating. So let me get us back on screen here. He's one of our moderators. He's been a part of the channel since the beginning. So Gary, what up, man? Mr. G Wolf 333. Thank you for being here, brother. Appreciate it. I think I just want to give you a heads up here. This is our new host here, Mr. Michael Ware. He's an avid film fan and cultural phenomenon himself.
Lovely hanging out with you guys.
G Wolf says, hope the new housing has been going well. Yeah. We got lucky here in Texas.
What town are you in?
So we are actually, we are in Dallas. Okay, so it's like if I say I'm from San Diego, but really I live in Rancho Bernardo. But we don't say Rancho Bernardo or Escondido because nobody knows where that is.
Where that is, yeah.
But yeah, we're actually in an area called Frisco, Texas, which is like the suburbs of Dallas.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, newer developments. So for us, that when the whole winter storm hit us and the power went out. I mean, for us, the power went out every hour. It turned on every hour. It was intermittent like that, so it wasn't too bad. Yeah, we do like a mad rush. Once the power came back on, it's like, all right, let's shower, let's cook, let's turn the music on and party for an hour before it turns off, and then wash, rinse, repeat.
That's hard work, man.
It was fun for the first day, but by day 3, I think I was over it for sure.
How many days did you actually have?
So the 3rd day was the last day for us. Yeah.
That's not too bad.
Not too bad. And considering that it turned on every hour, it was fine. But I know people who are like legit out of power for 24 solid hours, 48.
But the outside temperature was well into the 40s, wasn't it?
Oh, dude, it was below freezing for us.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So it would have been really bad if the power was not intermittently on. It would have dropped below freezing inside the house. But luckily, that every hour that it turned on, we can get the temperature up, and that was fine.
So then you need to see the movie with what's his name? Under the Midnight Sky.
Oh, George Clooney.
Yeah.
Was it good, dude? Because I saw it and reviews are not always great.
It's him and this little girl. It's a two-person movie, and it's done on a frozen tundra. So you can relate to it now.
Right. Yeah, I still have some frostbite on my ass here. So.
Yeah, that was one of the reasons why I didn't like the Titanic. Because I know how cold that water is. I'm from New York.
Right.
So.
Even in San Diego.
But you've got a touchstone now to watch that movie.
Okay.
And I think people who know cold weather, like I do,
yeah,
can appreciate that movie and go, "Oh my God!"
So you enjoyed the film, then?
Yeah.
Shoot. Okay.
The little girl was really good. She was very, very good.
I'm gonna give deference to you because I saw the reviews and let's see what were the reviews?
It's hard to watch. It is hard to watch. And again, like I said, people who have experienced what you've experienced, have a touchstone with that movie now.
Okay.
I have much more reverence for it.
Cool, man. Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes currently holding 51% by critics, followed by 26% from audiences. But again, these aggregators are not always indicative of the quality of the film.
Exactly.
Plenty of films I've seen below 20%, and I'm watching it, and I'm like, this damn movie is a masterpiece. So,
right?
Yeah. Okay, let's get back to it.
Let's see what we got.
Jason Bateman, Ozark. Josh O'Connor, The Crown. Bob Odenkirk, Better Call Saul. Al Pacino, Hunters. Matthew Rhys, Perry Mason. And the Golden Globe goes to Josh O'Connor, The Crown.
Hello, everyone. Wow, that's quite a surprise. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to everyone who makes The Crown what it is. I've had the time of my life making this show, so thank you to everyone at Netflix and all the producers and the directors, our brilliant writer and creator, Peter Morgan, to our incredible cast every day working with you as a masterclass.
The Crown has won 2 so far.
To Emma
but
Corrin,
it is in a really great grouping.
Sorry, let me. Yeah, repeat that.
If you have not seen that, they've won twice. But the grouping of films that they're talking about,
Mm-hmm.
you need to watch Ozark, and when you do, hold on to something when you watch it.
Oh no, I'm right there. I can gladly say I'm right there with you. I'm all caught up.
Oh, okay.
Mum, my dad, Barney, Seb, and Margot, I love you all to bits. And finally, I just want to say one little thing, which is I just want to say I'm very lucky to be able to work in this period. And there are so many people who are unable to work and are alone and isolated. And I hope that we can all collectively put mental health at the forefront of our mind. Thank you so much.
Starting to get some of our good viral GIF meme moments. I think Don Cheadle like this is pretty good. Tracy Morgan being a beautiful sowl. That feels like home to me. That makes me feel very at home. Also, if anybody wants to know where they can get Jason Sudeikis' hoodie, go to nbc.com
that I'm glad he did.
fashion.
Amazing, amazing. Those are the messy things we love about the Globes.
Oh boy, okay. Back in the before times, celebrities would come to award shows like this and leave with a crazy swag bag full of champagne, jewelry, and free trips. True story, I have a KitchenAid mixer that I got that it says Hollywood on the side in diamonds.
Yeah, and I got a bag of solid gold Doritos.
Yeah. But this year, the nominees got the swag that everyone wants, access to some free telemedicine. Take a look.
Hi, Doc. Lynn Miranda, nice to meet you. Thank you for taking the time.
Hi, how are you?
Well, I'm fine now, thank you. But I was having these GI issues for a while, and I Googled my symptoms.
Never do that.
I know. At first, I thought I had the crudes.
Only children get the crudes.
Right. No, this definitely hit me hard. I hear it's been going around Canada for a while, but people have only caught it here in like the last year or so.
That's Schitt's Creek. Just take 25 awards and you'll be fine.
Hi, Doctor. It's Carrie Mulligan. Thank you for seeing me.
Hi, Carrie. Welcome. What can we do for you today?
So I'm sort of experiencing everything as a time loop. And so when I go to bed at night, I wake up in the morning and it is the exact same day as before.
It sounds like every other person in lockdown. Well, let me ask you a question. Have you tried to murder Andy Samberg again and again, and he just won't die?
Yes.
That's it. That's Palm Springs. You definitely got it.
Hi, Dr. Gorman. I've been feeling, well, a bit hot and bothered lately.
You're experiencing Bridgerton. Very common. It's going around.
And do I do anything
Bridgerton, baby.
Just enjoy.
Thank you.
Well, hello, Doctor. I wanted to thank you for the phenomenal work that you've done during this terrible pandemic.
You spelled terrible.
I actually feel pretty good. It's just that my voice keeps doing this.
I think you have Thatcher.
Thank you. I'll continue to self-medicate.
Hello, Doctor. It's Glenn Close.
Hi there.
Hi, I'm out in Montana, and it's a big rural state, and it's been a little complicated trying to figure out how to get a vaccine. So I was wondering if you could catch me up.
In Montana, it looks like they're up to Group 1B, which is person 70 years and older. Good news.
Good news? Oh, why do you think it's good news for me? I'm 45.
Hi, Dr. Ellison. This is Don Cheadle. I have a quick question. Do you think that Minari is right for me?
The blood pressure medication?
No. It's the beautiful Lee Isaac Chung movie about a Korean family search for the American dream.
Oh, yes. Go for it. Although side effects may include watery eyes, increased compassion, and a tiny bit of weight gain.
Weight gain.
Minari does sound like a pharmaceutical drug.
Right. Yes.
Hey, Nurse Sophia, it's Andrew Reynolds.
Okay.
Okay. So, as you know, I am a method actor, and the next role I will be playing is that of a doctor. And I was wondering...
You can't get the vaccine now.
Okay. But what if I told you the doctor also has hemophilia?
You have to wait.
And what if I told you he's also 1,000 years old?
What kind of Ryan Murphy nonsense is this?
Well, it is a very dark retelling of the classic Madeline. Sarah Paulson is playing Miss Clavel. She's very sexy.
Get out of here, please.
Wow. Amy, I gotta say, I'm getting pretty tired of running into this next presenter at every audition. Please welcome Gal Gadot.
These films from nations across the globe convey power and emotion that speak to all of us. Here are this year's nominees for Best Motion Picture Foreign Language.
Another Round, Denmark. La Llorona, Guatemala, France. The Life Ahead.
Sorry, I was just replying to our moderator, Mr. G. Wolf,
France.
in the live chat. I'm sorry, what did you say, Mike?
We should be getting into the meat of it, and I brought Wonder Woman out. Yay.
I heard Wonder Woman and I heard something. Music?
Meat of the show.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't hear that either. I see your lips moving, but nothing came out this time. It's just progressively getting worse.
Yeah, don't worry about it, bro.
All right.
Gadot is whatever her name is. She's fine as hell.
Cousins who are watching, my mom and dad, my sister, my wife who's hiding over there, and this one here. She's the reason I made this film. And I just want to say that Minari is about a family. It's a family trying to learn how to speak a language of its own.
Yeah.
It goes deeper than any American
It's
language,
all
any
age,
foreign
man. It's
language.
all age.
It's a language of the heart, and I'm trying to learn it myself and to pass it on. And I hope we'll all learn how to speak this language of love to each other, especially this year. God bless you all, and thank you.
Our All-Star celebration continues with TV drama series, and we present the prestigious DeMille Award to Jane Fonda.
Hi. Just act naturally.
All right. Little commercial break here.
Oh, you got the commercial now?
Yes, sir.
All right. How are we doing?
So far, so good, man. Okay, so like you said, I believe Best Picture will be held off until the end of the night.
I think so.
We got Best Screenplay, which Aaron Sorkin did win for the trial of the Chicago 7, which is no surprise to me. Best Foreign Picture. Did we get that yet? I don't think so.
Well, what was this? It's just the category that was just played.
Sorry. That was for Best Screenplay.
Oh,
I'll put that back. Which Aaron Sorkin did win for the trial of the Chicago 7. Of course, because he's a master of dialogue.
Master. But this dialogue he probably took from court papers.
Yeah. And maybe embellished it just a tad.
Well, and then the outside conversation, I'm sure, was documented somehow.
Yeah.
Because Tom Hayden passed away not too long ago, but Jane Fonda's still around.
Yes.
And there are other people who are of my age who remember that really well.
Right, right. I believe Best Foreign Picture, they were just mentioning, I think Minari did win. Is that correct? Or, sorry.
Yes, it did. It did.
Interesting. Okay. I didn't get a chance to see it. I did see another round. I passed on La Llorona because that
How was another round?
Another round. Holy my God. Man. It was fantastic. It was great. And I love that the director, Thomas Vinterberg from Denmark, great. Just a fantastic director. And the actor, Mads Mikkelsen, I'm sure you're familiar with him. You've seen him in...
okay.
Yes.
Let's turn on your viewing audience to European movies.
Okay.
There's a movie called One Night on Earth.
One Night on Earth.
Everybody who likes movies should see this because it's 4 different movies.
Oh.
4 different movies.
Okay.
That happened in a 24-hour period on Earth. It's just amazing.
Okay, cool.
4 great vignettes of tremendous actors.
Oh, Jim Jarmusch. Is that? Looks like that's the director, Jim Jarmusch.
You got it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
An anthology of 5 different cab drivers in 5 American and European cities and their remarkable fares on the same eventful night.
Do you see the characters? Do you see the actors?
Okay, let's see. Hold on, let me pull it up. We've got Gina Rowlands, Winona Ryder.
That's the first ride. Yeah, Ryder is the cab driver.
Giancarlo Esposito.
Yes, that one was fabulous.
Ooh, okay. Rosie Perez, cool.
Yeah.
The others I don't recognize, but
You won't, because one is Russian and the other one is from Sweden.
Okay.
And they are off the hook.
Gotcha.
Have you seen the Swedish version of the girl with the dragon tattoo?
Oh, dude, yes. That was the first one I saw because I wanted to see what the original was like. Then I saw the David.
It's the best.
I think so.
It's the absolute best.
Yeah, man. That Fincher version is great, but what was interesting because I watched them back to back, and
good.
When I saw the Fincher version, the way they cut between scenes, it felt like it was almost like it was too quick. It didn't have that slow burn feel that the original had.
That's the European one, does. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Seeing them back to back was brilliant. That's a good chance.
Yeah.
that was the best thing to do.
Yep.
But yeah, the editing, I think you're right. But even the scenery, the set design, it was so Swedish. So
yeah, man.
Danish.
G Wolf says, he says in the chat, he says, Winona Ryder and Rosie Perez, I'm so in. And yeah.
Yeah. And it was done maybe 15, 20 years ago, so they're real young. You're going to love it.
The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice, in my opinion. But yeah, sign us up, boys.
Yeah. Rosie Perez.
Ooh, lordy.
Now, have you seen Winona Ryder in Stranger Things?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, still a fox.
Is she amazing?
Oh, yeah.
That character is amazing.
Yeah.
She's just...
All around.
She's grown so as an actress.
All around great show.
She's grown so as an actress.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to get my stupid head out the way here, and let's get back to it.
We're back.
The Crown.
Oh, The Crown? One for what?
I think so.
Oh,
Thank you
best
so
TV
much.
series.
Thank you so much, HFPA. Thank you to everyone at Netflix, Ted, Bella, Cindy, formerly, of course, Nina, formerly, of course, Emily, Reed. Thanks to everyone at Sony. Thanks to everyone at Left Bank Pictures. I'm just sorry that I'm sitting here in my tragic little office, not surrounded by the people that make this show such a pleasure to make. You know, Olivia, Tobias, Helena, Gillian, Emma, Josh, Erin, the directors, Ben, Jess, Julian, Paul, my wonderful producer, Suzanne and Una and Michael, the editors, the composer. And quite frankly, I miss not being with all my fellow nominees in that wonderful room and in that crazy room at the Beverly Hilton. I'm glad I'm not having to face that room making the speech, but it's always the most fun award show. And one last indulgence, if you allow me, to my children, Joya, Robin, Benny, Victor, and Laszlo, from whom I've been separated too much because of this pandemic. To them I say I'm sorry and I love you.
Okay, so The Crown won against Lovecraft Country, The Mandalorian, Ozark, and Ratched for Best Drama Series.
Well, I'm going to watch The Crown to see.
Yeah.
Because Lovecraft was amazing.
Dude.
The Mandalorian is great.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't finished Lovecraft either. I think I made it halfway through, so.
Oh, boy. Oh, you're going to want to finish that.
Okay.
Have a stiff drink when you do it.
I always do, though, so.
Probably just the midpoint of her illustrious career.
There is a lot of glass on the floor from all of the ceilings
Ozark has
that
got
she
to
has
win something.
shattered.
Actress and activist.
Yeah, man, I would hope
She's
so.
always marching on the front lines of the good fight.
How
She
far are
is
you
my
into
role
Ozark?
model, a real life superhero.
She is.
With Ozark, I'm fully caught up, bro. I've been on point.
Oh.
Yeah, so.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Marty and wife is fucking up.
Yeah.
Know you. I'm so proud to be your friend, sending you so much love. Congratulations.
This is the Plaza Hotel.
Plaza. Corey, it's the Plaza.
Wait a minute, I'm not finished. Okay, you open up. Oh, it gives me those flash. I'm sorry. I thought it was air freshener. Wow, that sounds fantastic.
There's Jane Fonda.
Aspects of which
Will you please get my little blue
Got it.
bun? Please?
I won't be here.
All right, I'll get it myself. It seems that you and me have been mad at each other for so long.
I didn't know we were mad. I thought we just didn't like each other.
I want to be your friend. It's easy to manipulate men.
Would you mind not doing that?
Want to hear the good news? I'm the toast of the town.
The winner is Jane Fonda. And the winner is Jane Fonda.
I'm going to get off its merry-go-round. I'm so sick of the whole stinking thing.
What thing?
Life. It's very scary for me to think that maybe it's not going to work out with him.
I know.
Ms. Fonda is quite active in the peace movement, the civil rights field.
We had to raise so much money. We thought, well, let's start a business that will fund the work. And the rest is history. And all the profits went into the organization.
I haven't spoken at an anti-war rally in 34 years, but silence is no longer an option.
Renewables like solar and wind are taking off. When people could see the racism in this country, more and more white people are getting it. I did it myself.
I paid my dues.
Working 9 to 5, what a way to make a living. Barely getting by.
was going to be this tough to get rid of a pain in the ass like me.
Ma'am, I had no idea.
You're a lot different than I thought you'd be.
If anybody's going to sit on Ryan Gosling's face, it's going to be me.
The copy Kimberly just walked in. On here. 5 seconds.
It's my story. It's my exclusive. I want to do it.
Jack Gadot was about to present evidence that he believed would show that this plant should be shut down.
I know what you are. I'm the one that's going to decide what is or is not important here. I ain't never had no partner.
It's not real hard to figure out why. I'm not such a bad guy.
You're a sexist, egotistical, lying, hypocritical bigot. You make me so proud. Thanks again for everything.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Jane Fonda.
Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you, all the members of the Hollywood Foreign Press Association. I'm so moved to receive this honor. Thank you. You know,
DJ, did you know that she and Tom
we
Hayden
are
were
a
married?
community of storytellers, aren't we?
I'm not familiar with Tom
And
Hayden.
in turbulent
All I
crisis toward
know
the
about her
end.
is Hanoi Jane.
Tom Hayden is the guy from the Trial of Seven.
Oh.
You remember the one who stood up?
Yeah, the Democrat. Yeah. The uptight Democrat. Yeah.
She married him.
Oh, no shit. Get out of here.
First, right? You know, I've seen a lot of diversity in my long life, and at times I've been challenged to understand some of the people I've met. But inevitably, if my heart is open and I look beneath the surface, I feel kinship. That's why all of the great conduits of perception, Buddha, Muhammad, Jesus, Lao Tse, all of them spoke to us in stories and poetry and metaphor, because the non-linear, non-cerebral forms that are art speak on a different frequency. And they generate a new energy that can jolt us open and penetrate our defenses so that we can see and hear what we may have been afraid of seeing and hearing. You know, just this year, Nomadland helped me feel love for the wanderers among us, and Minari opened my eyes to the experience of immigrants dealing with the realities of life in a new land, and Judas and the Black Messiah, Small Axe, U.S. versus Billie Holiday, Ma Rainey, One Night in Miami, and others have deepened my empathy for what being black has meant. Rami helped me feel what it means to be Muslim American. Oh, I May Destroy You has taught me to consider sexual violence in a whole new way. The documentary All In reminds us how fragile our democracy is and inspires us to fight to preserve it. And a life on our planet shows us how fragile our small blue planet is and inspires us to save it and ourselves. Stories, they really can change people. But there's a story we've been afraid to see and hear about ourselves in this industry. A story about which voices we respect and elevate and which we tune out. A story about who's offered a seat at the table and who is kept out of the rooms where decisions are made. So let's all of us, including all the groups that decide who gets hired and what gets made and who wins awards, let's all of us make an effort to expand that tent so that everyone rises and everyone's story has a chance to be seen and heard. I mean, doing this simply means acknowledging what's true, being in step with the emerging diversity that's happening because of all those who marched and fought in the past and those who've picked up the baton today. I mean, after all, art has always been not just in step with history, but has led the way. So let's be leaders. Okay? Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes. And happy birthday, Tommy, too.
Go to the Golden Globes on Instagram to see exclusive reels and for portraits of tonight's nominees. And visit NBC on Facebook to relive highlights of the night and your favorite stars.
3 derm ingredients in 1 cream? Don't settle for less. Revitalic Triple Power Moisturizer from...
And that's a commercial break.
Hey, you know, the level of acceptance speeches this year is so deep.
Yeah. That was great.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
And I'm right there on board with her as well. Because, I mean, we even spoke amongst ourselves prior to this broadcast, man.
Yes.
And I admitted to really, I mean, I've heard of Fred Hampton, but never really knew the story. So, yeah, seeing a film like Judas and the Black Messiah really just opened my eyes to that whole another experience I had no idea about.
That's the reason why I'm somewhat, you know, about Black History Month.
Mm-hmm.
People, there's so much people don't know. Our own people don't know.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Oh, dude. I mean, you said it right. So much that people don't know, so much that our own people don't even know. And that, to that point, I think it's funny because I don't know if you've had a chance to see the HBO limited series called Watchmen with Regina King.
Yes, I have.
You have?
I have.
Oh, dude. I mean, that...
From beginning to end.
Bro. Oh my God. Like, top 10 TV shows of all time for me. And the fact that they talked about Black Wall Street, which my wife had no idea about.
Oh, you didn't?
No, my wife had no idea about. I happen to know about, just because my family told me about it. But the fact that they had it there on the big screen, I mean, that was a revelation for her as well.
Well, here's the thing with Watchmen. I often sat there wondering how they get this past the. Well, there are no censors on HBO, so it's the only place it could have shown.
Right.
But man, it was nailed on the head. Nailed it.
Yeah, I think it's very rare that you see a film that's so able to capture the essence of like a very large political message and really just blast it in your face, but also have it simultaneously not be so on the nose. You know, it's still subtle in a way.
Yeah.
Right?
It hits you without knocking you out.
There you go.
Because a lot of people would walk away from it. That would be the knockout.
Exactly.
They just wouldn't watch.
Right. They
but
don't want
it made you watch. And, and Don Johnson was amazing. I was like, oh, baby. Don Johnson.
He's on a roll there after Django, playing the racist white man, but it works.
But Jeremy Irons, I couldn't believe that, such an amazing actor, and he delivered.
God, man, you don't see shows like that too often, and to have it resonate.
Hopefully we will, because Regina King is killing it.
Yeah.
This One Night in Miami is just the beginning for her.
Yeah.
She's going to do amazing work. I hope.
I hope so. Yeah, her amongst a whole other cast of characters here, because I obviously, having watched Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, I was just recently introduced to the works of August Wilson, which is great.
Okay.
And
Fences.
What's that? Oh, Fences. Yeah. Next on my list. I can't wait to watch.
Well, we had a conversation about that, and there are 2 editions of that. The latest one with Denzel playing the father.
Right.
What the first one was, Denzel played the kid, and James Earl Jones played his father. So that's another one you might want to try to do back to back.
Right.
It's kind of blue though, so
yeah,
you may be emotionally wrung out by the time you watch one before you get to the next one.
Yeah. It's cool. It's all relevant. It's all necessary. viewing, right? Okay.
Relevant, necessary.
Let's get back to it, guys.
Okay.
R&B in traditional Broadway styles, this revolutionary moment in theater tells the story of America's first Secretary of the Treasury, Alexander Hamilton, and so much more. Nominated for 2 Golden Globes, this is
And now from the upcoming Halloween Kills, here is Golden Globe winner Jamie Lee Curtis.
Thank you. I am so honored to be here in a room with true heroes. God bless each and every one of you, and thank you. And I'd be honored to present any award at any time that includes these 5 nominees for Best Supporting Actress in a Motion Picture. Glenn Close, Hillbilly Elegy. Olivia Colman, The Father.
Still bringing it, man.
Jodie Foster,
Yep.
The Mauritanian. Amanda Seyfried, Mank. Helena Zengel, News of the World. And the Golden Globe goes to my bestie, Jodie Foster.
Oh my God! Are you kidding me? I think you made a mistake. I'm a little speechless. I just never expected to ever be here again. And wow, I have to thank all of my amazing filmmakers. My friends are screaming downstairs because it's coming late. Kevin McDonald, Tahar Rahim, Benedict Cumberbatch, Shailene Woodley, and the real life people, Nancy Hollander, and most of all, the person that we all serve. We love you, Muhammad Ould Slahi. You've taught us so much about being a human being, about being joyful and loving and forgiving. And that's a lesson that you bring to everybody. All of these great ladies included. I love my wife. Thank you, Alex. And Ziggy and Aaron Rodgers. And, you know, the Hollywood Foreign Press, right? This is awesome. What a night.
Back at the Rainbow Room in New York, star of the new NBC series Law & Order Organized Crime, Christopher Maloney.
Thanks, guys. Yeah! Yeah! Good evening. Good evening. Here are the nominees for Best Actress in a Supporting Television Role.
Gillian Anderson, The Crown. Helena Bonham Carter, The Crown. Julia Garner, Ozark. Annie Murphy, Schitt's Creek. Cynthia Nixon, Ratched.
Okay, and the Golden Globe goes to Gillian Anderson, The Crown.
Oh my God. God, you can be so relaxed and everything, and you're so relaxed, and then you're relaxed, and then all of a sudden you start to freak out. Jeez. Okay. So, firstly, thank you very much to the Hollywood Foreign Press and to my fellow nominees, and to Peter Morgan for imagining that I could inhabit Mrs. T, and to Nina Gold, our casting director, who believed him, or vice versa, however it worked. To Peter Morgan for writing an exquisitely multidimensional character against the odds, and to Left Bank Productions, who run an incredible production, not least their entire research team, headed by Annie Salzberger, to the extraordinary hair and makeup team, headed by Kate Hall, with Stacey Holman doing my day in and day out Thatcher helmet thing, extraordinary costumes by Amy Roberts and her daughter Sid, and an army of incredibly magical women, and William Conacher and his posse of movement and voice people, and Martin Ledwith, an extraordinary acting coach, and Ben Karen, our director, and Jess Hobbs and Paul Whittington and Julian Harold, and to the most wonderful, talented, goofy, supportive cast led by the splendiferous Olivia Colman, and not least Netflix and Ted Sarandos and Cindy Holland, we miss you, and Ann Mensa and Emily Robinson, and it's my British agent who has pretty much landed me every single role I've ever had over the last 20 years, and I couldn't do it without any of you, and I'll shut up now. Thank you very, very much.
The Golden Globes, the biggest names in Hollywood are here, like Gal Gadot, the star and producer of Wonder Woman 1984.
Hi, everyone. Needles. Essential for painkillers, but maybe not for
Yeah,
people
G
with
Wolf.
certain inflammatory
G Wolf in the chat here is saying TIL. I forget what TIL is abbreviation for, but he says they're still making Law and Order spin-offs.
Yeah.
How many?
It's a series that won't die. It material writes itself.
Right. Law and Order SVU, Law and Order CSID, Law and Order CSID, SVU SCID. Jeez. Yeah. Cool, man. Yeah, I'm liking what we're seeing so far here. Nothing has really struck me as poignant as Hanoi Jane's speech there.
Oh, that speech was amazing. It'll go down as one of her greats.
Yeah. Ah, okay. TIL means today I learned. Okay, so today I learned they're still making Law and Order spin-offs.
Yeah, buddy, it won't die. I'm telling you.
Likewise, G-Wolf. We all learn together here.
Yes.
All right, so what do we got here? Let's see. Best Foreign Picture went to Minari. Best Actor, I believe. Did we get that Best Actor yet? Did we?
No.
I don't recall that. No. Okay. What else? Best Actress, I believe we did get. That was Rosamund Pike for I Care a Lot.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. For Best Actress for Musical/Comedy, which I Care a Lot was on Netflix. I didn't find it a comedy. They categorized it as a black comedy. I found it anything but. Interesting watch, though, Mike.
Yep.
I didn't know. I mean, I'm not sure how exaggerated the film displayed the events, but basically it kind of entailed people who are, let's say, 68 and above.
Yeah.
I guess the state can kind of assume them as wards, and there are predatory.
Oh yeah, that was an. You saw the movie?
Yeah, man, that shit
Wasn't
was.
that scary shit?
What's that?
Wasn't that some scary stuff?
That's one of my greatest fears, is being taken away by the state and locked up against my will, and any protest to the contrary, them describing it as me being crazy or whatever.
It's just that easy. That's how the laws are written.
That's insane, man.
And you know, and the character that she plays is a woman. Oh man. Whew.
Yeah, I hope that illuminates some change, because that's got to go. I don't care if you got one leg to stand on. If you say you don't want to go, that should be the end of the story. Best director for a motion picture. Did we get that?
Here we go.
I don't think so. I don't think we got that.
No, not yet. No,
Okay.
that's next to last.
Okay. Best musical. Did we get that yet?
No, they were hinting at it. That was what Hamilton came out.
That's what I thought. Okay, and I figured Hamilton might probably grab that. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know why Borat is there, but I guess it's musical / comedy. Why those two are paired together as a
same category.
Okay. Yeah, those are all the graphics I have for those. So okay, cool. Well, we filled up the time here, so let's get back to it. I think we got about a half an hour left before the end of the Globes.
Yeah, so,
cool.
Yeah, we'll be hitting that.
Nice.
Active in my church. Then a man named Barat asked me to babysit his 15-year-old daughter. I did my best to teach her that here in America, women can be anything they want to be. Nominated for 3 Golden Globes, Barat subsequent movie film.
Where is everybody? They want everybody to quarantine so they don't spread this virus. I hope quarantine never ends. What is more dangerous, this virus or the Democrats? Democrats. Well, you can't see the
Right there with you, G Wolf. Borat better win, but he won't.
The smartest person in the whole flat world.
That's somebody that's strapped to the top of your car. Only men and bears are allowed inside car.
And now at the Rainbow Room in New York, here's star of The Flight Attendant, Rosie Perez.
Great success. Borat likes Rosie Perez.
Yes.
Here are the nominees for Best Performance by an Actress in a Limited Series, Anthology Series, or Motion Picture Made for Television. Kate Blanchett, Mrs. America. Daisy Edgar Jones, Normal People. Shira Haas, Unorthodox. Nicole Kidman, The Undoing. Anya Taylor-Joy, The Queen's Gambit. And the Golden Globe goes to Anya Taylor-Joy for The Queen's Gambit.
All right.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Nicole, Kate, everybody, thank you. I've spent so much time with you guys over lockdown. I feel like I know you. Thank you so much for your work. I would love to thank Netflix and the HFPA, of course. Thank you for letting us make the show that we wanted to make. Oh, our beautiful cast, our beautiful crew. Thank you so much. And I'd be remiss if I didn't thank my wonderful movie dad, Chicago Bill, and Scott Frank. My God, Scott, I love you. Thank you for letting me be part of this journey. Thank you for trusting me with Beth and Beth. I would do, it's obviously wonderful that everyone's seen the
Critica
show,
in the
but
live
I
chat
will
says, "Man, I love
again and
Anya."
again and again. I learned so much.
Right there with you, girl.
I'm
Yeah,
so
it's a good
grateful.
nomination, a
Thank
good
you to
win.
The audiences that have watched it and supported the characters. It just, it meant the world. So thank you so much. Okay, I'm gonna, thank you.
And now here are the nominees for Best Television Limited Series, Anthology Series, or Motion Picture Made for Television.
Normal People. The Queen's Gambit. Small Acts. The Undoing. Unorthodox.
And the Golden Globe goes to The Queen's Gambit.
Yeah.
I want to thank the Hollywood Foreign Press. Big respect to my fellow nominees. I loved all your limited series this year. To my partner, Alan Scott, who got the rights to the Walter Tevis book 3 years before Anya Taylor-Joy was born. Big thanks to our partners at Netflix, Ted Sarando, Cindy Holland, Peter, Blair, Laura, Mike, Jonathan, and to our Berlin film family, especially X-Film, Marcus Logus, Uli Hanisch, Gabriel Binder, to our grandmasters, Mick, Stephen, Michelle, Carlos, Aldrich, Sharon, Manja, Wiley, Susan, a couple of promising upcomers who helped us, Bruce Pandolfini and Gary Kasparov. Thanks to Ellen Lewis for giving us the best ensemble of actors I've ever worked with. Marielle, Bill, Moses, Thomas, Harry, Marcin, young Isla, Anya Taylor-Joy, my heart. How can someone who's such an absolute joy to work with be literally named -Joy? And to my old friend, my partner in crime, Scott Frank, you're the only one I know who could bring the sexy back to chess. In a dark year, you somehow managed to refurbish the whole world's tranquility while successfully leaving your own neuroses completely untouched. To Elsa, Moreau, Natalie, Diego, thanks for putting up with me playing my own version of upside down chess on the ceiling. And to my mom, I'm so grateful that you're still here with us to enjoy this moment. Love you. Thanks, everybody. Thank you very much.
Who will win Best Actor in a Motion Picture Drama? Only Mika Belgi, Paul Chin, Alana McClooney, and Andy Sale of Ernst & Young have the answer. The Golden Globes on NBC.
About time for that commercial break here. G-Wolf says, Queen's Gambit wins. That's a shocker. And, of course, I replied back. I said, yeah, why is that? And he said, well, it's what I expected, so...
It's a movie for people who like chess. You need to know that.
But here's the thing. I'm not really even that fond of chess. I'm partially familiar with it. But damn if that was not some entertaining television.
Yeah, but it's more the character study than anything else.
Yeah. Yeah.
The character study alone. You know, I mean, as a young child in that reform school or whatever the hell it was, the boarding school, that was just too wild.
Yeah. Yeah, that was nothing short of brilliant to me. I thought the cinematography was fantastic. The writing was excellent. Yeah. You know, and I mean, sad though. I was saddened to learn that it wasn't based on a true story. It wasn't even inspired by a true story, as far as I know.
Well, as he said, the guy who owns the book, who bought the book rights, bought it 3 years before the main character was born. So the story itself has got to be, 30 years old? So they had to redress it.
Right.
So that's a job right there.
Right.
Big job. And there you're watching now my favorite. This commercial needs to win an award. The one with the tag team in it.
Oh, is that the freaking the Geico commercial, right?
Yeah.
Scoop, there it is.
That's got to win an award by itself, man.
My wife loves that. Scoop, there it is. Sprinkles.
Is she familiar with the song?
I think she knows the song. I don't know if she knows the group, but
Probably.
The commercial, she just loves it.
Yeah, everybody knows the song.
Scoop, there it is. Yeah, agreed, man. Critica says, what did she say? I think that's a she. The Queen's Gambit, sorry, not to be politically correct or incorrect. The Queen's Gambit was amazing, though. And then, let's see, G-Wolf says, not going to deny, but it's like Game of Thrones. When it was good, wins almost everything. Oh, okay, got you. Yeah, so Game of Thrones kind of like, swept the awards season, and I guess, Queen's Gambit, it's a limited series. It has one season run, kind of swept everything up so far, so cool.
Well, The Crown is doing pretty well, too.
Which one?
The Crown.
Oh, yeah, man, and I've been sleeping on that for a while. Did you say you've seen it already, or?
No, it's the one I haven't seen. And I'm a Anglophile.
An Anglophile. Indeed. Yeah.
I'm sorry. As my son says, using those SAT words again.
Right there with you, mate, you cheeky bastard.
You cheeky bastard. Yeah, how about the guy who played Fred Hampton? I mean, he's got a South London accent.
Holy crap! Completely different than how we've seen him in media.
Black Panther.
Everything, yeah, exactly. It's like right, Mike, right, bruv, you know, in it, I'm speaking right here from the, you know, speaking the truth. I'm like, what the hell? Who are you?
The girl says, if it's an English actor speaking English, it's a television series. And it was, oh, really? I'm buffering. That's all I'm doing is buffering. Okay, hey, ride or die. I'm still here, baby. Oh, good.
You're looking on your end.
I've got a black screen, but
Okay.
it's still.
That was my bad, actually. So let me go back here. Let me just.
Oh, we're back.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I got your graphics.
Cool. All right, let's get back to it.
And I was going to watch The Life Ahead before it, but I got to do it now.
Yeah.
Thank God.
All right.
He would thank his parents. He would thank his ancestors for their guidance and their sacrifices. He would thank his incredible team, Michael Green, Azim Chiba, Nikki Fioravante, Evelyn O'Neill, Chris Huvane, Logan Coles. He would thank his team on set for this film. Deirdre Dixon, Sean Richards, Craig Anthony, and Andrew Carlone. He would say something beautiful, something inspiring, something that would amplify that little voice inside of all of us that tells you you can, that tells you to keep going, that calls you back to what you are meant to be doing at this moment in history. He would thank Mr. George C. Wolfe, Mr. Denzel Washington, lots of people at Netflix. He would thank Ms. Viola Davis, Mr. Glenn Turman, Mr. Michael Potts, Mr. Coleman Domingo, Ms. Taylor Page, Mr. Dusan Brown. And I don't have his words, but we have to take all the moments to celebrate those we love. So thank you, HFPA, for this opportunity to do exactly that. And hun, you keep them coming. Thank you.
At the Rainbow Room in New York, a director of The Mandalorian, Bryce Dallas Howard.
Hit it, man.
So, DJ.
Yep.
Quick story. Denzel paid Chadwick's last year of school at Howard University.
Mm-hmm. Denzel, I'm sorry.
He paid his last year's tuition.
Really?
Yeah, at Howard University.
Get out. That's brilliant.
Motion picture director.
That's right, that. Serious. Nice work.
May there be many, many more. Right? I am so honored to present this list of remarkable filmmakers. The nominees are Emerald Fennell, Promising Young Woman. David Fincher, May. Regina King, One Night in Miami. Aaron Sorkin, The Trial of the Chicago 7. Chloe Zhao, Nomadland. And the Golden Globe goes to, oh my goodness.
Ooh, boy.
Chloe Zhao.
No! No! God damn it, no! Fuck that movie, dude. No! Are you kidding me? I knew it. Nah, I'm not happy about that.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Hollywood Foreign Press, and thank you, my fellow nominees. Thank you for making beautiful, beautiful movies. This award belongs to the whole Nomadland team. The entire cast and crew, all the producers, everyone at Searchlight, you all know who you are. Thank you so much. I want to thank my partner Josh and my family for keeping me sane all these years. And I especially want to thank the Nomads who shared their stories with us. And I asked one of them, Bob Boyle, to help me out here. And this is what he said about compassion. Compassion is the breakdown of all the barriers between us.
Not at all.
A heart-to-heart bonding.
No.
Your pain is my pain. It's mingled and shared between us. Now, this is why I fell in love with making movies and telling stories, because it gave us a chance to laugh and cry together. And it gave us a chance to learn from each other and to have more compassion for each other. So
my brother-in-law literally walked out of this movie. He was so bored out of his mind.
Thank you.
And it was a free movie for him. Like, he just was like, I'm not about it, man. So I'm sorry. Like, I like the central core message of the film. It's very important. But movies, first and foremost, should entertain and inspire. And if you can't do that to an impartial audience, like, you fail, in my opinion.
Of honor, who develop an unlikely romance while stuck inside a time loop. It explores commitment, self-loathing, and whether finding someone you actually want to spend every day with is as likely as seeing dinosaurs in the desert. Nominated tonight for 2 Golden Globes, this is Palm Springs.
Don't come in here!
What is going on?
It's one of those infinite time loop situations.
The second you fall asleep, it all just goes back to the start.
Well, then what's the point of living?
We kind of have no choice but to live.
No, I'm gonna get out of this.
Everything that we are doing in here is meaningless.
At least you have each other.
What if we get sick of each other? We're already sick of each other. It's the best.
The award for Best Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy is next. The Golden Globes on NBC.
I'm sorry, man.
Follow at NBC on Twitter to relive
I know I'm
highlights
hating.
of the night. And
Well, at least you had your graphics ready.
I'm pulling them up as we go. But yeah, dude, no, I know I'm hating. And trust me, I wanted to love this film. I heard a lot of buzz about it. I went out and actually watched it in theaters. I went in blind, having no idea what it was about. But it was a 2-hour, 15-minute movie.
Right.
And, you know, had this movie been maybe, let's say, a clean hour, 20 minutes, you know, get its message out there, get you in, get you out, boom, I think it would have fared better, in my opinion. But the fact that it was almost an hour over long and the material so stretched.
So the editing sucked.
The editing was, not to par. The dialogue, it was not commensurate with, like, the breadth of how the screenplay was written.
What did Rotten Tomatoes say about this?
What's that?
What did Rotten Tomatoes say about this?
Across the board. Let's see. Let's pull it up right now. Nomad. And that's one reason why I actually went out to go watch it. I got my wife to come with me, got my brother-in-law to come with me, and I'm like, hey, this seems to be getting a lot of buzz. Let's watch it. 94% from Rotten Tomatoes. Now, audiences, I think, are more accurate on this point. They say 79%. Wow. 79% for audiences. So, yeah, it's got a good message. You know, it's about the disenfranchised, I guess, baby boomers. Right. Who were basically, you know, lived in, let's say, like in Flint, Michigan, or any other industrial town that was basically left to collapse after industry left. And now they're, you know, you know the story. Yeah, living in RVs.
Yeah, and gentrification has stepped past them, yeah.
There you go. Exactly. And I think that it's a powerful message and it's relevant. But, I mean, shit, man. Almost 2.5 hours of my time watching this lady just kind of drag her feet around in Arizona. I'm just like, okay, like, hit me with something else. I don't know. Like, especially after having watched Ma Rainey's Black Bottom and you're watching powerful dialogue, powerful performances. I mean, beautiful cinematography, like, artistic level. Compared to that, I'm just like...
Things that compel you.
Yes. Exactly. Compelled you. Even if you didn't care about the subject matter or didn't know anything about it, it grabbed you, pulled you in, and showed you something. And this film, it didn't. So I think it's a little politically motivated there, you know, for better or worse.
Well, again, you know, it goes back to who's voting for each category. Who's voting, you know?
Yeah.
That's why you need more diversification.
Yeah, precisely that. And this is a great segue into it. I pulled this up earlier and I meant to bring it up.
Oh, let's see.
I think so. The Golden Globe Awards is managed, or the governing body is the Hollywood Foreign Press Association, which has 98, I think, members, none of which are black. So might have something to do with it. I don't know. Let's see. Critica says, sorry, I'm totally butchering your name. Critica says, I haven't watched Nomadland. Don't bother. I mean, if you have like 2.5 hours to kill and you've literally watched everything else on the internet that exists, then yeah, get to it. Otherwise, a nice article by Time Magazine will suffice. G Wolf says, yeah, he hasn't watched it either. Let's see. He also says, we have no choice but to live my life story in one line. And Critica says, yeah, LMAO, that's relatable. Digital Nomad Sage says, awesome stream, going strong. And dude, I'm surprised we haven't been shut down now.
Good.
It's 3 hours.
See?
Right, Mike?
It's our platform. We're doing good. We're doing good.
We're trying, man. Yeah, YouTube has totally neutered our reach. You know, normally we have like 10 or 20,000 people watching, and yeah, we've got a paltry 17. But
that's all right.
It's cool, man. You're the real people tuning in.
Exactly. It's like being an actor and there's only 3 people in the audience. You still bring it.
That's right. Yep.
It's show business.
It's LA. This is LA. We have been in Hollywood for 2 weeks, and I have to say,
Hollywood Boulevard is the place to be.
I have no
So
idea.
many LA
Looks like the
shops.
Golden Girls.
my favorites were Hollywood T-shirt store and Hollywood Souvenir and T-shirt.
That's right. My favorite was the Hollywood Trinket Zone.
Oh.
I got a glass collectible of the Tasmanian Devil.
He's trouble.
He is a lot of trouble.
He's always all around.
Cartoons
that one.
freaking
havoc.
Oh my
He's
gosh.
so muscular, though.
Oh, I've noticed.
You know what I got? An oversized $1 bill with Darth Vader as the president.
Oh. Well, he's really trouble. He is a
And
lot
not
of
just
trouble.
here.
Nope, out in all over the galaxy, that one.
Right,
He is
he's
all over the galaxy. Oh gosh, we are so excited to be here.
We love movies.
Especially musicals and comedies.
Musicals tell a story that's musical with singing and music.
That's right. And comedies tell a story that's hilarious.
Yes.
Here are the nominees.
Borat's subsequent movie film. Hamilton. Music. Palm Springs. The Prom.
Okay, and listen, before I open this, if we don't say your name, there is a store you can go to on Hollywood Boulevard. I'm not kidding.
It's
Look
called
at these.
Hollywood
Hollywood,
Awards
look at
and
these.
Sports
You know,
Items.
it doesn't matter. You can go buy your own.
Awards and
Look at
Sports
this.
Items.
Tons
There's
of
loads
these.
of trophies.
You're
Everyone's
all
a winner. We're all winners.
You're all winners.
Everybody's a winner.
Okay. And the Golden Globe goes to Borat's subsequent movie film.
Thank you to the all-white Hollywood Foreign Press. I've got to say this movie couldn't have been possible without my co-star, a fresh new talent who came from nowhere and turned out to be a comedy genius. I'm talking, of course, about Rudy Giuliani. I mean, who could get more laughs out of one unzipping? Incredible. Our movie was just the beginning for him, really wanting to start a string of comedy films. Hits like Four Seasons Landscaping, Hair Die Another Day, and the courtroom drama, A Very Public Fart. But seriously, the revelation, the sensation was Maria Bakalova. She's incredible. Thank you, of course, to our producers, Monica Levinson and Ann Hines, my fellow writers, Ant Bainham, Swimer, Mesa, Erica, Jenna, and Nina, the masterful director, Jason Walliner, our composer, Aaron Barrett, can't remember his last name, my mum, Arkinda, and Jen Salke from Amazon, who was incredible, Richard Lovett, CAA. And I want to thank my crew, who were amazingly brave.
What a year,
dude. The risk of getting arrested, the risk of getting COVID. And they did that because we all believed so deeply in releasing this movie before the election to show the
nice, I like.
lies, hate, conspiracies, and the power of truth, empathy, and democracy. Most of all, thank you to my incredibly patient wife, Isla, who has put up with all my madness. Okay, bye.
We got G Wolf and Critica in the live chat saying that, yeah, Maria was really good in Borat 2, which, yeah, I agree, man. I legit thought, I mean, she is from some Eastern European country, but I legit thought she was like the character she was playing. So I was like, wait, is she for real or not?
Is she for real?
Boom. We're on a commercial break. Okay. Cool. So,
well, that means that Hamilton is not going to win.
Yeah, so let's go back here. Let's see. Because I've got graphics for actor and best motion picture / musical comedy. Lin-Manuel Miranda was nominated as an actor for Hamilton. Actress. Let's see. Musical. Okay, Hamilton for actress is not there. Best musical. There we go. Okay. Oh, so yeah, I guess, yes, you are correct, Mike. Hamilton will not win because Borat. Borat just won. And was that Sasha speaking on behalf of Borat for best picture, musical / comedy, right?
No, that was his director.
Oh, was it? Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, again, I'm trying to monitor 3 different streams and screens here. So
you're working hard, baby.
Yeah. And so sorry, Sasha was speaking on behalf of
Oh no, you're right. That was Sacha Cohen. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, he was, but I wasn't sure if he was speaking on behalf of himself or on, like you said, best picture for a musical or comedy. Anybody in the live chat could help us out with that would be fantastic.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
G Wolf, did you catch that, my brother, or Digital Nomad Sage? Anybody, or Critica? Anybody catch that? Critica does say, she says, I hope the Trial of the Chicago 7 wins Best Picture. Yeah. Let me pull that up. Let me pull that graphic up here. Best Picture. Best Picture. That's Chloe Zhao. That's not what I want. It's definitely not what I want. Nomadland. No, sir. Okay. It's the Best Picture we have. I have a feeling you might go for Mank. Huh, Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not necessarily.
Okay. Well, here we go. Graphics on screen. We got Best Picture. It should not say musical / comedy. But
Chicago 7 is not bad at all.
That would be my choice. I have not. The only one I have not seen here is The Father and Mank. I've seen Mank like a fourth of it, but I'm gonna lean towards Chicago 7 for me personally. What about you?
Yeah, 7 Chicago.
Wait, no, guys, hold on, rewind. Critica and G Wolf says that was Best Picture. No. Borat was not nominated for a Best Picture though, so that's not right. That may have been Best Picture for a musical / comedy. I think that's what you guys are thinking.
That's what that was.
Yeah, but for Best Picture, for sure, no, it was Borat was not even in the musical or comedy. Okay, yeah, G Wolf, yeah, you got that right. Okay, cool. So, let's bring this back up. Oh, what's going on here? What is this?
Yeah, there's still hope.
It is still hope. Yeah, okay, Critica, thank you for clarifying. She says Borat won Best Picture for musical or comedy. So cool, yeah, Mike, like you said, Hamilton's out. I'm biased. I don't like musicals, man. I tried watching Hamilton. It just wasn't happening. But I fully admit my bias in that respect. So did you get a chance to see Hamilton? Or
No.
Okay. So to that end, that maybe we can agree that Borat was the...
However, we do have the soundtrack.
For Hamilton?
For Hamilton.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I think that's probably more bearable than watching people twirl around and dance and sing about their sorrows, but that's just me. Okay.
Aquafina.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Rent.
Last year, I won my very first Golden Globe. And it's an
Aquafina.
honor to present the award for Best Performance by an Actor in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy. Here are the nominees. Sacha Baron Cohen, Borat subsequent movie film. James Corden, The Prom. Lin-Manuel Miranda, Hamilton. Dev Patel, The Personal History of David Copperfield. Andy Samberg, Palm Springs. And the Golden Globe goes to Sacha Baron Cohen, Borat subsequent movie film.
Oh, what? Again? What?
Oops.
Oh, actor.
Get out of Dodge.
Thank you again to the Hollywood Foreign Press. Hold on. Donald Trump is contesting the result. He's claiming that a lot of dead people voted, which is a very rude thing to say about the HFPA. Yeah, just thanks again to everyone else, to Thomas Kolarek, who did my costumes, the brilliant makeup team, to Aaron Knight, to the incredible editors, to the field team who literally risked their lives, and most thanks of all to my bodyguard who stopped me getting shot twice. You know who you are, and you know I'm not allowed to say your name, but thank you. And thank you to the public nominees. I love you.
All right, Sacha Baron Cohen won Best Actor for Motion Picture,
Golden
Musical,
Globe
or
Awards
Comedy.
is presented in part by
Wow.
L'Oreal Paris, because you're worth it. The winning actress in motion picture drama will be revealed next. The Golden
That's
Globes,
pretty
right
impressive,
here on
actually.
NBC.
Cool. Okay, so let me bring that graphic back up real quick, Mike.
Because playing Borat as it is, it's going out on a limb.
Yeah. Let's see. We had here. Let's rewind. We got somebody in the live chat here. Kush says he wanted Riz Ahmed to win today, but it's okay that Chadwick won. Which I said, yeah, dude. Riz Ahmed did an amazing job in Sound of Metal, but Chadwick Boseman, for me, I agree. He just went above and beyond stellar.
Yeah.
Right. G Wolf says Rocky Horror Picture Show was the last musical I liked. I might be right there with it. What's your thoughts on musicals, Mike?
Oh, yeah. Rocky Horror is awesome.
Tim Curry.
Musicals, well, I grew up in New York. We're going to Broadway, man. So musicals are, I love them.
I imagine, but it's probably something that I need to experience in person. I think that makes it I will not watch baseball or football on TV, but you put me there right front and center at the stadium, and it's a completely different experience.
But you know, it's funny. I remember watching the Chargers in the stadium and watching the big screen. I'm like, Jesus, they're right here on the field. Why don't you look at the field?
Right. True. Right. Let's see here. Kush says, agreed, Chadwick forever. And G-Will says, yay, Borat. Critica says, go Sasha. Kush says, Sasha has won for both Borats now. Yeah, that caught me off guard. What was that about? Best actor and then best... What? I'm losing track here. I know one was for the musical comedy. Maybe best picture? Musical comedy?
Musical comedy.
Okay. And G Wolf says, he says, I don't find James Corden funny at all. Yeah, welcome to the club, dude. He's right there with Kenan, what was it, Kenan Thompson from Saturday Night Live? Not a fan. Digital Nomad Sage says, go Sasha. And then Critica says, the prom was really bad. Personal opinion, though. Critica, yeah, I saw it had a 28% review rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Considering it's also with James Corden, I'm like, yeah, no, I don't have time. I don't have time for any good movies, much less any bad movies. So.
Any bad movies.
Right. Any upsets here for you, Mike, or how are you feeling about the results here? I know you're more.
Well, I'm surprised that that the Crown, a period point, is taking so many plays. But the field is, you know, even though it's short, it's got depth. There's some great work out there.
Yeah.
And not enough to go. And this is just a warm up to the academies.
Yeah, exactly. Precisely that. So we're just kind of having fun, spitballing, you know, circle jerking each other around. But once the
Right. Yeah, Schitt's Creek will get the Emmys, and it won't even be at the academies.
Right, exactly.
But Golden Globe, well, then there's the Tonys, which Hamilton will probably kill in.
Right. No.
Which didn't they do that last year?
That I don't recall. I missed that one. But
I'm almost thinking that they wore it out at the Tonys last year.
okay. I know it's been in talks for a while. It's been circulating around for a bit. So that's what kind of got me excited about it. But yeah, I'm biased.
And dude, they're getting $1,000 for tickets on Broadway for this show. So I mean, who cares what awards we win? I have my bank manager write me a nice
Viola
letter.
Davis,
Right.
Ma Rainey's Black Bottom.
Boom.
Andra Day, The United States versus Billie Holiday. Vanessa Kirby, Pieces of a Woman.
There you go.
Frances McDormand, Nomadland.
Oh God.
Please, God, no.
Carey Mulligan, Promising Young Woman.
And the Golden Globe goes to Andra Day.
Yes! This is her first time acting.
Oh wow. I'm not even familiar with her, man.
She's from San Diego.
Okay. Can you just give me the paper?
Nice.
First, I would just want to say thank you so much, first of all, to God, to Christ, my faithful and true. With no shame, just thank you so much for bringing me to get me through. Mom, Dad, D, Josh Jackson. To Lee Daniels, my great love, my first love. To SOP, Johan Hari, my acting coach, Dr. Smith, dialect coach, Tom Jones, Hulu. To all the people at the HFPA, thank you so much for being so engaged in Billy's story. To Trevante, to Tyler, to Miss Lawrence, Devon, Natasha, Evan, Tone, Garrett, Rob, Blake, Adrian, Leslie, and to my great team, Jeffrey, Miriam. Miriam, you got me through. You're my ace. Josh, Felicia, Vanessa, Alexis, and to all the incredible nominees. I can't believe I'm in the presence of giants with Viola Davis, Frances McDormand, Vanessa Kirby, and Carey Mulligan. You inspire me so much. And to the amazing, transformative, dynamic Billie Holiday, who just transformed me with this role and with her presence and with her spirit. I love all of you so much, and just sorry, oh my God. Thank you so much to just everybody who was a part of this incredible project, the production, to Pam, to Hillary. Just God bless y'all. Thank y'all so much.
And now at the Rainbow Room, from the Kaminsky Method, Michael Douglas, and from Prodigal Son, Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Hold on 1 minute. I gotta go check with my wife. She's gotta be happy.
Yeah, for sure, man. Do your thing.
A few of the best moments from the 5 films nominated for Best Motion Picture Drama.
Once again, here are the nominees.
The Father.
Oh, he's missing the best picture. We've been waiting for this whole night. Oh, shit.
Nomadland. Promising Young Woman. The Trial of the Chicago 7.
And the Golden Globe goes to...
No! Fuck! God damn it.
Oh my
Fuck
God.
this shit, dude. Fuck Nomadland. No,
Okay,
sorry.
Wow. First of all, thank you, my fellow nominees, for your beautiful, beautiful movies. I'm speechless. Thank you. And Jessica Buder, who wrote the book Nomadland. Just thank you for your passion, and you started our journey. The incredible Frances McDormand, thank you for trusting me to create the character Fern with you. And again, the whole team, thank you so much. The Nomads, Linda May, Swanky Bob Wells, and everyone. Look, Nomadland at its core for me is a pilgrimage through grief and healing. So for everyone who has gone through this difficult and beautiful journey at some point in their lives, this is for you. We don't say goodbye. We say, see you down the road. Thank you.
That's a totally politically motivated nomination. That was not.
Weird, wonderful Golden Globes.
Yes, what a great night. Happy birth week,
I'm
George
sorry.
Dorian.
No.
And happy birthday.
Hey guys. That's the Golden Globes in its full entirety without being cut off by YouTube or the fine folks at NBC, because this is purely within our rights, within fair use. It's all commentary, baby. Mike, you missed it, brother. You fudging missed it, man. You missed it. The last thing we've been waiting for the whole time.
No, I didn't miss it.
Oh, okay. I was like, as soon as you walked out, I'm like, shit, he's missing it.
No, I went into the next room to console my wife because she was excited about Andra Day.
Gotcha.
So I was commiserating with her with that, and then I saw, Nomadland.
I mean, you can feel free to put me in my place, man, but give that film a watch. I gave you. I
will.
I gave you a link online, but like I was telling the audience here, I like the central message about the film, but it felt to me like it was a very self-masturbatory movie. Like, oh, look at me, I'm so artistic.
Okay.
Like just it's
in between being an art film and a film.
Yeah, exactly. Precisely. Thank you. Yes. Art house, mostly. Like long shots where they focus in on a rock and zoom in with a wide angle shot for 45 seconds. And it's like, deep, deep, deep. Like, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I got other things to do besides watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. And Kush, exactly. Kush says Trial Chicago 7 should have won in my book.
Should have won.
Yeah.
Just on historical points.
That alone sold it. But then, the screenplay was amazing. The dialogue kept you engaged. It has rewatchability. It's not only historically accurate.
Rewatchability.
Yeah. It's
rewatchability. A very important point.
Right. It's relevant too. Just it hits all the markers. Nomadland is this. No one's gonna be talking about this in 20 years.
No. But Chicago 7, they will be.
Yeah.
It's a great marker. It's a great.
Tim Fenn Television says, "Am I going to be okay?" Yeah, I'll live. I'm just hoping the Oscars will not do me dirty like the Golden Globes did with Nomadland. So. Yeah, G Wolf, woohoo! No copyright strikes. We're good, man. So.
Yeah, we're good.
Everybody, thank you all so much for tuning in. Mike, dude, thank you for hanging out. You made it through for 3 hours, dude.
Hey, well, I'm just trying to hang. I'm just trying to hang, bro. You did good. Seeing that you were hosting and being the technical director and camera 3, give me camera 1, give me the graphics. That's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a one-man show here, and then my wife's making
me
food.
So I was glad to be able to give you an assist, man.
Dude, you made it so much better. And it's great to have you here, and I'm sure the audience.
Well, we'll get this audience together and we'll do some more movies, and we'll do some deep diving into some odd movies that people need to see, like True Love.
Yeah, dude.
Gary Oldman do his Jamaican accent, which is spot on, man.
Yep.
So I love you, man. You did good.
Love you too, brother. Man, glad to have you on here.
And great.
Looking forward to many, many more.
All right, let's not make this a one-off.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
No doubt. Cool.
All right.
All right, to all our viewers, thank you all so much around the world for tuning in. Make sure to hit that like button, hit subscribe. Yes. It helps the algorithm. We got to pump this back up because on the algorithm we're not hitting the top rankings anymore. So we need to boost it back up so we're stronger the next time around. So yeah, good night, everybody. Mike, take it away and say your goodbyes.
Dos vidania, folks. Get to the movies. Love you.
Dos vidania.